All right, guys, what's going on? Oh yeah, I just want to have a chat for Monday. I'm getting a blizzard right now, so I'm just ready to do a chat about anything that anybody wants to talk about. Oh, excuse me. So, all right, there. I'll see you later. Ooh, Tony, 5 a.m. start. That's a early start, brother. Mountain Man, you still out here? I sent you a link, Mountain Man. Hey, Fawn, how are you, sweetheart? Fawn, did you want a link? Well, I'll tell you what. I'll send you one, and then you can decide whether. Um, Hang on a sec, Fawn. All right, Fawn, I sent you one. Hey, Knuckle. You just finished watching Coronation Street? I never found that. I never saw that. What's Coronation Street? I know Mondays are kind of tough because I invited a ton of people on here, and some people got to work in the morning. And I'm getting a blizzard, so we can't go to work. So I just figured I'd have a chat and just chat. You know what I mean? Like the title says, whatever comes to mind. You know. Oh, somebody's saying. But anyway, my phone keeps going off. But anyway, that flaunts the winter. That's what happens. You know, I ain't worried about it. You know, Knuckle, I'm supposed to get anywhere from 24 inches to 30 inches of snow. So we'll see what happens. Let me silence my phone because it's really starting to irritate the hell right out of me right now. But but anyway, Mountain Man, you still out here? But anyways, what are you guys up to, anyways? Anything good, I hope? How's everybody's Monday? Because my Monday was regular Monday. I don't know, but Mondays aren't so nice around here. You know, but Flan, did you see that I sent you a link? Yeah, exactly, Knuckle. Global warming, my ass. I don't think it's global warming, Knuckle. I don't believe in that. I do believe in this, though. I believe that um, it's the core, the Earth's core, that's warming up. I'll tell you why. Because it's been proven that a lot of the glaciers in Alaska are melting. Um, a lot of the glaciers over in Yellowstone are melting. Um, okay, Flan, no problem, huh? I think it's an inner instead of an outer, if that makes any sense, Knuckle. You know, but that's just me. You know what I'm saying? I just think it's it's. I mean, I'm not saying the Earth's like gonna heat up and whatever, but global warming for sure. I don't believe it. You know, you know what I'm saying? Um, at one time, a buddy of mine used to be a park ranger out there in Yellowstone, and he was saying how little by slow it got different every year. Then I was watching the glacier get shorter every year, if you know what I'm saying. And then I was watching some documentary about Alaska, but you look at them glaciers and you're like, how the hell's that melt? You know what I mean? But yeah, every time I hear global warming, I think of the former vice president, Al Gore. The Earth has a fever. Oh, what a nut! But how bad's the leg tonight? It's not a heavy coat, sweetie. It's just a zip up sweatshirt. You know, it's not a heavy coat. You know what I mean? See, it's just. Oh, Flan, I got a shirt on though for you, just for you, sweetheart. Can you see that? Yeah, let me. How's that, Flan? Is that good? Black and gold till I'm dead and old. Yeah, he certainly has, Knuckle. He has made a fortune out of it. Then that son of a bitch telling us to watch our electricity and everything, right? What's he do? He goes out and buys this friggin' I forget what size of his estate was, right? Using all the electricity and everything. Ah, Flan, you don't like my shirt? That's the team you should be rooting for, Flan. I know you told me you used to. You should do it again. So Mountain Man must have either lost power because I invited Mountain Man on here too. Sunday, February 8th. All right, you want to make a bet on that, sweetheart? Any bets? Any bets? Any bets? But anyways, hey, I got a question for you. Do you guys see the I'm watching my my local news tonight. Then on CBS Channel 7, whatever. The nightly news comes on. Well, with what's his name? I forget his name. And he says a drone has landed on by the White House, and they don't know how it got there. I'm like, are you kidding me? Of course you know how it got there. You own the stupid thing. You know, I'm like, right away, I says, ain't watching it. Don't sit there and lie to us. Right on, Knuckle Mac. Yeah, Tony and the Blues are a good team. But can you imagine that? I mean, how stupid do you think these people think we are? Uh, yeah, like, how'd they get there? You kidding me? Are you kidding me? Really? But it's kind of tough doing a chat without a panel. But I just couldn't. I just couldn't. I invited people. That's why I started at 9:30 or so. Some people can't. They got to work. Hey, I got it. I understand. No biggie. Just trying to see a couple of people that I invited. Just text me. I know, right, Monitor? It's unreal. It's unreal. You know, it's just the way they lie to you. Yeah, there you go, Knuckle. You're right. But they knew. They know there are drones. They make it sound like it was a friggin'. Oh, what? We have those? The drama. I just can't deal with the drama. The mainstream media wants to throw it at us. You know. But anyway, it's just my phone keeps buzzing. I'm trying to find out why. Yeah, you're right, Flynn. They will. They will lie to us, and they will cheat. But some people will tell you that that's okay because it's politics. You know, me personally, just tell the truth, and more people will respect you. You know, that's my belief anyway. Give me 1 second. I got somebody. But anyways, the plastic people. Amen. So what do you guys want to talk about? Monty, you want to get on? Do you have a mic or anything, or Cam? You want to? Just let me know, bro. Do, do. Well, do something. Like I said, I'm just trying to see what's going on here. But anyway. Oh, I got this cold. I can't get rid of it. Kids are sleeping. I would. Oh, no problem, brother. It's not an issue. I understand. No, I never lived out of Massachusetts. Born and raised in Massachusetts. No. Damn, that's cold. And my dream is to live. If I can't live in Alaska, I would. I would like to live in the Aroostook County, which is part of Maine. It's like the wilderness of Maine. Um, but well, we'll see. I'm just trying to see if there's somebody here on Facebook that's born and raised in Missouri. That's all. Cool. That's awesome. Greylock Mountain is about 3 hours from me. Monitor. Give me 1 sec, guys. Okay, I'm bad. Oh, big city all your life, Tone? That's not bad either. I mean, I love the city of Boston. I'm not gonna lie to you. I Monitor, you from Mass, Monitor, or you close to it? The EW van. I'm trying to see. I had a couple of people. I might have did something wrong with the chat because I have a couple of people telling me that, and I know I sent them the link, but I got a couple of people telling me that they didn't get the link. So I just want to make sure that all right. I'm born and raised in upstate New York. Cool. Cool. Yeah, Tony, if you're a city boy and you go to the woods, you're going to be lost. I'm not knocking it. I'm not telling you not to do it, but it's I mean, hey, the town I live in now is 35,000 people. But where I want to go up in Maine, it's, the town's got 300, you know, 300 people. But I love the city of Boston, though. It's a metropolis, as everybody knows, and it's I love the history of it. I love walking the streets, seeing all the old, all the for the historical aspect of it. All right, Johnny, that's cool because I'm by myself. But yeah, Boston. It's like I have no happy medium. I either want solitude, you know. I mean, I could stay in Boston probably, a few months at a time, but I'd rather be smack dab in the middle of it, right in the heart of it, And uh, geez, V, where the hell you been? I sent you like Tyler. Yeah, Quincy Marcus, great history. You're right, brother. Monitor. Gee, hang on, bro. I will do it again. I thought you were mad at me or something. That's why you didn't answer the link. All right, G man, it's sent. Gee. there, brother?
What's up, Mikey boy?
What's going on, brother?
What's going on, my brother?
I sent you a link earlier.
Oh, where'd you send it?
Wherever you just got that one.
No, I didn't get it, brother. It didn't come through.
Oh, wow. That's unreal.
Last one I got was the one I sent you on the 23rd.
Turn that down.
It was last Friday.
Wow. Tony's ex-in-laws had 220 acres. That's awesome, Tony. See, I'd love that. Hey, Mass Prep, what's going on, brother? You can't talk tonight? I just had Mountain Man here. I sent him a link. Yeah, he was out in the chat, and I sent him a link.
Oh, shit.
So, yeah. I sent Johnny in my woodsman. He's on his way.
Cool.
So, what have you been up to, brother?
I saw you on here, and here, let me get on my laptop real quick. We'll just do a quick switcheroo. Did you, hold on.
Oh, I picked up a little freaking cold somewhere, though. I'll tell you that. I can't stop coughing.
That Royal Rumble last night, dude. That bitch was off the chain. I watched it with Little G.
Yeah.
For a little bit, just a rewind, and I've been watching that shit for 30 plus years, brother, and that was probably the most intensified train wreck wrestling match I've ever seen in 30 plus years, brother. That shit was
really?
Like an old school match. Yep. It was bonkers, dude. Fucking your boy Brock won, dude, with broken rib. John Cena broke his rib, and he still came back and beat him. Oh yeah, shit was pretty good.
Yeah, they're trying to pass Cena off, so.
So what's up with the are we having a Super Bowl party or what? What's going on?
Oh. I don't know what I'm gonna do for the Super Bowl yet.
I just like to stay home and make some food and stay home and just chill.
Welcome back, Flan. Hey, Naked Eyes, good to see you. Yeah, I know, Mass Prepper, I'm with you, bro. It's already started. It started here about 2 o'clock this afternoon. And I haven't been out for a cigarette in a while. When I do go out, I'll let you know what we got so far.
We got about 4 or 5 inches ourselves.
Yeah. I just, I don't feel like having to deal with 30 inches of snow. I love it too. It's my fault. I wished for it, so.
Me and my boy Mario were talking about you. Mario's like, "Where's Mikey? Where's Mikey?" Yeah, and I didn't know you were having a chat, so I was doing a private chat. Yeah. Your boy Mario was like, "Where's Mikey? Where's Mikey?" Mike, how come go to a Super Bowl party? I said, "I don't know." Went on G+, boom, here you are.
Well,
what you told me to tell you, huh?
Yeah, I was just sitting here and I'm like, you know what? It's Monday night. I'm waiting on the friggin' blizzard.
Yeah.
I think I'll have a chat. So I'm having a chat and,
Have a booty chat.
Like I said, Mountain Man was here. I sent him a link, but I sent a couple other people links.
If you want me to help you with anything, just let me know, brother. I'll get some. You just say the word.
So I don't know what happened, but.
You want me to get Fat Man? You want me to send Fat Man a link and Jack?
Yeah. I already sent. I sent one to M.I. Woodsman, John at M.I. Woodsman. He's already on his way. He's doing something. So, but he's on his way. Yeah, hit him up. That'd be good.
Yes, sir.
Mass Prep, you all set with the snow, huh, buddy? You guys get snow out there from Greylock all the time, don't you? Mass Prepper. All right, who else in here is going to hit with the snow other than me and G and Mass Prepper? Anybody?
Yeah, your boy Mario's so fucking happy he got that snow blower, Mikey, that he's going to be able to use it, actually.
Oh, that's awesome. Damn. I cannot get rid of this cough.
Yeah, seems like everyone's got that call for that damn stomach bug.
I'm still here. I'm just trying to find some hard candy to suck on so I can get rid of this cough.
Yo, baby, get some water, man.
You know. Thank you, little girl. Got my little helpers tonight.
You need to get some hot tea, bro. Get some hot tea and some lemon in it. That's what you need, bro.
Well, and I jinxed myself because my wife's been coughing her head off for freaking 3 weeks, right?
Right.
So I said to her, I said, Jesus Christ, you had to think for 3 weeks. You'd think some of us would have got it by now. Dude, I swear to God, 4 hours later, I start coughing. I haven't stopped since.
I believe it. It's just that time, man. That time of the season. The kids get sick every other month.
Yep.
She gets fucking all the germs because she's in the hospital 12 hours a day. So she's going to bring home something. The boys are going to bring home something from the school. The other one goes to nursery. Yeah. And I'm sitting here, working in my little... That's why I'm in my shop every day. Get away from those germs.
Yep.
I sleep in another room, man. When they're all sick, I just stay in my little guest bedroom and
right on.
Stay sick free. Yeah, it sucks when all the house is sick. Mom was sick, the boys are sick, and you're sitting there playing playing dad, playing doctor, doing the husband thing, and plus, you got to put food on the table and work. Huh. Talk about time management.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks, Fawn. I appreciate that, sweetheart. You're a doll. Fawn said not to brag, but no snowflake here in sight. Thanks, sweetheart. I'd like to thank you 7 people that are watching right now. Just dropping in, saying hi. And
I'm happy I got on G+. I'm happy I got a chance to see y'all.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, my boy Mike is sitting on there. Let me go see what's up.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know what I did. I sent invites out, and apparently nobody's getting them.
Yeah, I don't know why. I can screen here. Let me show you exactly what I'm looking at.
Hang on a second. Let me get back to the internal.
So you don't think I'm cuckoo anymore. I just refreshed it, so let me see. Alright, where's Mike? There you are. Alright, let me show you what I'm saying. Alright, this is my Hangouts. This is where I showed you where we... Remember I went over with you and I showed you where I send all my stuff.
Yep.
Alright, so this is... See that?
Where did it... Yeah, but where did it come out, though?
No, you never sent it to me. This link here is what I sent you on the 23rd.
Oh, you sent it to there.
I said, well, yeah, that's where it's just your Google Hangout.
See, I get them in the bell by everybody else. Way up here.
Here, let me see if you got this test.
You know where the bell is? Way up here?
Yeah, right up
in
here.
your feed? in your feed, that's where I usually send it to people.
Oh, and the bell right here. Okay.
Yeah, up top. Yep.
I got it.
Oh yeah, I got that. I got your test.
Okay.
But I got it on my phone, not on the computer.
Right.
So
I'll just check the bell from now on. Just like when Jack said he sent me a link. I didn't know. Shit, I haven't checked my YouTube messages. I went on there, and Jack was like, "Yeah, I sent it to you on the YouTube." I went on there, Mikey. I have messages from 2012. I was like, "Wow." Goes to show you how much I use it.
I got to send. Johnny wants a new link.
You want me to do it? Or you got it?
I got it.
Okay.
Well, I just sent it. If it doesn't get to him, although I don't understand why it wouldn't, because he got the first one. So. Oh, naked. That's right. I'm not allowed to make fun of Kentucky, huh? I'm in Central KY. I won't say a thing. No, I never been to Kentucky. Almost. I was supposed to go to Louisville last year. But I didn't wind up going.
I sent one to you too, Johnny Boy. Just make sure you got it.
Oh, flan. Right? Naked Eyes. Every time I see your name, your screen name, I can't get that song out of my head. Remember that song 100 years ago by oh, who sang it?
What song are we talking about?
Go to sleep. What was it? Apollo Notes? Which the name of the song I believe was Private Eyes. But Johnny, if you're still in the chat, I sent you a link, brother. Gee.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just messing my mic up.
So the link I sent you was in Google's Plus. I just want to make sure to tell John where it would be because I don't see him in it yet. So
I sent one on his Google Hangout, and then the bell, which is
Dear My Woodsman, you sent it to?
No, I sent it to John Masters.
Oh,
you were talking about John.
But I sent I was talking about I sent Dear My Woodsman.
Oh, I don't know who that is. There you go.
No, nigga, it's Private Eyes. I'm watching you.
Oh, okay.
Making your every move. Johnny, the M.I. Woodsman. How are you, my brother? Johnny, you there?
All right, sir. I'll get it.
Here he is.
Let me go help her out real quick, Mikey. I'll be right back.
Brother.
I'll be right back, brother.
All right. Johnny,
So how you been, man?
Not too bad, brother. Good to see you.
Yeah, same here. Get your snow yet?
Yeah, it's starting.
Well,
It started around 2 o'clock this afternoon, but it didn't really start accumulating until about right around dinner time or so.
yeah, we're only supposed to get about 6 or 8 inches probably here.
Yeah, we're gonna get pelted.
Yeah.
Me, Chris, the two of us, we're gonna get stomped on. Massachusetts prepper, he's gonna get hit.
Yeah, they're talking about, I don't know where it was, over your way, about not being able to park on the streets tonight after 8 o'clock or the car will be hauled off.
Oh yeah.
Ain't that something? Where the hell is all these poor people going to park, man, that don't have off-road parking?
Yeah, I don't know where they're gonna do that, but
I mean, I've lived in the city before, and we had to park on one side on the odd days and the other side on the even days for the street sweeper and for the snow plow. And that seemed to work out pretty good. Hey, TR, Colonel.
What's up, man? Oh, wait a minute. Turn that one off.
TR.
What's up, Mark?
Well, not too much. I was having a problem inviting people. I don't know whether I screwed up or
Did
what.
Dr. Master wrong thing? Was this G's chat?
No, it's mine.
Oh, I thought it had G Mangoes on there.
He sent you the link.
Oh, okay, okay. Well, that's what I was
I
trying to say. Well, damn.
For whatever reason, like I said, for whatever reason, I opened the links and I sent like 3, and people weren't seeing it. Mountain Man 1478 was in here a little while ago, and
Okay.
I sent him a link. Actually, I sent him 2.
Oh, I said, hey, we live. I thought this was a private chat.
No, we're live. We're live. I just needed to do something to you because of the snow that I'm going to be getting and everything, you know. And I was I'm like, you know what? Fuck it, let's have a chat. Don't even care what we talk about.
Hang on. I'll be right back.
Yep,
All right,
I'm gonna go get a cup of coffee.
10-4. Now, here's an old song. All by myself, don't wanna be all by myself anymore. You guys remember that one? Flan, you must remember that one. All right, so they went to get coffee. Anybody who come to the chat? Let me see. Tony's still here. Naked Knuckles still here. Flan. James Nagel. Whatever comes to mind. How about you sit in my lap? Whichever first thing that comes up. James, hi. Yeah, Joel, it is an old song. Alright, let me see. Who the hell sang it? If I could figure out who sang it. Eric Carmen. Thank you, Flan. She's 100% right. Damn, I gotta quit smoking TR.
Oh, John had to leave you too?
No, he just went to get a coffee.
Okay. I was checking on my fire. That's what I've been doing. I just got home from work not 30 minutes ago. And
Oh, really?
yeah, it's a little chilly in the house when you heat wood and it ain't no fire going.
Oh, yeah? Now, do you have that pipe through the house?
No, I just got a wood stove in the center of my house.
Right.
Now, I will admit, I cheat a little bit. I do have a kerosene heater, And so for a few months, the coldest months, I'll burn it. But I save so much money on my power bill that it's still cheaper.
Right.
I mean, I don't have to have the kerosene because that shit's expensive. They ain't going down on it.
No.
Yeah, kerosene hasn't come down. Diesel has, but kerosene ain't come down much.
The little heater I got does pretty good. It's pretty efficient. It's got the little fan on it and all that. It's one of them rectangle looking ones. So it ain't too bad, but you know, I mean, it adds up, but it still hell it's better than a $250 power bill.
Yeah, it is.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead, John.
I cut my power bill down to about $60 or $70.
Yeah, especially that solar setup you got going on there. Man. That's sweet.
Thanks.
Yeah.
That's a nice setup, man.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I'm hoping to. I probably won't get to work on it tomorrow, but maybe Wednesday. I'm gonna try to. I need to get more angle on them. I'm not getting good sunlight on them.
But I remember my house is smaller now because I live upstairs of a duplex type thing. I only upstairs. She gets the downstairs, and so I'm saving on that. But my old house, man, I had oil. That was a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember hauling 5-gallon jugs of fuel oil to heat my old farmhouse I lived in, 10 gallons a day.
Ooh. Yeah. Well, back when it wasn't, 34 cents a gallon,
Yeah.
Well, I ran out of oil one night, and so I called my old boss, and I said, "What can I use? What can I do?" He says, "Go to the freaking gas station, buy 5 gallons of freaking diesel, and call it a day." So I went down the freaking thing, bought 5 gallons of diesel, and called it a day. So I made it through the night.
Yeah.
But I'll never do. I got gas here. I got gas heat now. I got forced. Actually, it's forced hot air, but everything else is gas. The stove was gas and all that. But
up north, you ain't got no choice. You can't use a heat pump. It's too cold in South Carolina and upstate for a heat pump to be efficient.
right. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be cold here too. It's about 12 degrees, 13 degrees out there now. So
What's the temperature out? What's the temperature? We got 18 right now.
nice.
Kind of warm for at night lately. We've been single digits.
Too cold for me. It's too cold in South Carolina for me.
They can't get the hell out of here quick enough for me.
Right.
I want to see some green grass under my feet again.
I mean, I don't mind the snow, but 30 inches out of whack.
It's all right if you got something to do. If you're in the snowshoeing or snowmobiling or something like that, But if you ain't got nothing to really do, sucks.
Well, it's like I posted on Facebook the other day. I said, you got to be careful what you wish for.
Yeah.
Because apparently we're gonna get slapped with some snow.
Yep. There's always.
So now everybody's mad at me. Mike, is that your fault? You were wishing for it.
Is this the second one of the year for you though, Mike?
What's that?
Didn't you get slammed once before pretty good?
No, not this year.
Not this year?
Last year we got hit pretty good, but this year this is the first substantial snow we've had.
Oh.
We got 4 inches the other day, but we never got not this much.
Yeah.
Not this much at all,
We're down to about probably 6 inches. We're supposed to get another 6 or 8 tonight, so it'll be back up to about the average foot on the ground.
Yeah. I just wish it wasn't too much, because now if I wanted to go ice fishing, I got to shovel a lot.
Yeah.
That's not going to be fun. So I got a question for you. You can tell the chat is actually called whatever comes to my mind, or comes to whoever was ever mind. Doesn't really matter. Oh, I'm just noticing Flan. -6 degrees Fahrenheit. Sweetheart, grab a blanket. But let me ask you guys a question, because I know both of you are card-carrying members of firearms. Which do you prefer? Do you think it should be for carrying carrying a gun? Do you think it should be concealed or open, or your choice?
I'd rather it be my choice. But if I had to pick one, I would say concealed.
Yeah,
but I would like to carry open sometimes, but I can't in South Carolina. We don't have that.
Yeah, I carry open when I go out to the woods, do my bushcrafting or camping or what have you, I carry open. But other than that, I don't have it concealed, so when I'm home, I just got it handy, I go somewhere, I'm stuck without actually, so I'm kind of uncomfortable when I'm away from home or from my campsite.
Yeah.
So you can carry, John, open?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
But you can't carry concealed?
No, because I don't have a permit.
All right, so now
carrying open is kind of basically, I guess they're pulling like a constitutional carry thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Vermont's got that. Vermont has constitutional carry.
It's not something I do when I go shopping or anything like that, Mainly when I go out in the woods or around the house here, maybe.
Shit, if they gave me the option, that was my only option to carry open, and it was perfect. Shit, I'd carry it. Ain't everywhere.
Well, no.
I'd carry my single action with the Western rig.
The only problem with that, and I thought about doing that, is in Michigan, you got to have your ammo locked up in separate, like in the trunk, or the gun in the trunk and the ammo in the glove box. You got to have them separated. So every time you get out, you'd have to grab your bullets, and then you'd go in the trunk and you have to grab your pistol and holster it up.
Yeah.
It's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, that's just dumb.
Yeah.
You can walk around with it, but you can't carry it in the car. What the hell?
Cool.
Yeah.
Hang on one sec, guys. Tom, Google won't let you on? So if I send you a link, you won't get it? K-Bayous was saying hi to us, and he said that Google was killing him.
Hey, Tom.
Tom, if you can get it, bro, I'll send you a link in 2 seconds. You know that, my man. No. Hang on, guys. I'm sorry. No, you don't need the heat on, honey. It's 80 degrees in this house to begin with. You're all set. Don't you worry about it. And you're in a 25 degree sleeping bag. You're fine. Kids. But yeah, so I found out not by reading up on it or anything like that. When I was hunting up in Maine this past November, I went to fuel up before my way home. Friday night. I left on Friday night, and anyway, so I go to fuel up, and I see one guy come in. He had a revolver on his side. No biggie, obviously. Without what I care. And then as I was fueling, a girl come in. She had walked by me, and she had one on her side. So I don't know if they can carry concealed, but obviously it's open carry. But like here in Mass, you can open carry. The sad part is it actually says like a little asterisk, highly not recommended. So
Mine's doing this.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like you can carry concealed here, but
Let me get a PM on my link.
he said something about being banned from Google. Tom, let me try to send you one, and we'll see what happens, brother.
I was going to send him a PM through YouTube.
Can you do that? Because you guys, if you guys have a better way of doing it, because the only way I can send it is to the bell. So if you guys know a better way of sending invites, please go right ahead.
Okay. I just sent you a link through your PMs on YouTube. YouTube, K-Bar. Try that. Check your messages and see if it ain't there.
Now, let me ask you another question about the guns. Do you think, I think I might know the answer to my own question, but I'm going to ask it anyways. These states where you can carry your shotguns and your ARs around on your shoulder. I think it's kind of crazy and silly. Now, the problem being is that I think it falls under, you know, their constitutional right to do that. I get all that. But to me, you gotta be a little smart in your brain and say,
well, I know.
I'm not calling anybody dumb. Hang on one sec, Tia. Yeah. I'm not calling anybody dumb by any stretch of imagination. So please, I hope nobody takes that offense to that. But to me, you got to use common sense, judgment, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, I know when there was a big bunch of stuff about it in Texas, I didn't catch it at first, and then I looked into it, and I found out why they was doing it. It's because they couldn't carry a pistol, but they could carry a rifle. So what they was trying to do is get the law changed, showing how stupid it was. Now, don't get me wrong. It was a few jerks that probably pushed it too far, did the wrong stuff. Because I was seeing a couple videos, I was like, you just looking for trouble, you know? I mean, but overall, the little marches and protests, they were trying to get it to where they could carry a pistol, you know? So I get it that way. But in general, especially the guys that, this is just me, that go out with their video camera, with their rifle, with their AK, just to have a confrontation and put it on YouTube. I don't like that.
Me neither.
I agree. They do that here in Michigan, by the way. There's I don't remember the channel, but it's on YouTube, and out of Detroit, there's a group of guys. Every now and then they'll put a new video out, and there's like 8 or 10 of them. They got a SCAR, an AR, AK. They got the whole gamut, man. Some guys got 2 of them strapped to their back, and a bunch of camcorders, and they're walking right down the city streets, downtown, just drawing attention and seeing how far they can push it and just make more people pissed off at us people that enjoy the guns and know what the hell we're doing with them.
Yeah, I mean, on one hand, I say it's their right to do it, and they should be allowed to do it.
Yep.
But on the other hand, you know, maybe there's a better way of doing it, you know.
Yeah. Not so much like throwing gas on the fire.
Yeah, you know, like trying to find a confrontation. Like you said, throwing 2 of them on there and then having camcorder. Just come on, say something to us, you know.
Then they got like 4 or 5 cop cars sliding in, and they're showing the cops, and they got their guns pulled, and blah blah blah. And it goes on for 20 minutes, and they end up letting them go, and they walk, and they're all happy and whatever, clever, you know.
Yeah, you know, there's a group of people that do it up here in right over the border from me in New Hampshire, and they're not using the AKs or the shotguns or ARs. They're using handguns to do it. So what happens is that they'll stand on a corner, they'll walk 10 feet one way, 10 feet the other way, you know, just to get a rise out of somebody. And a passerby in a vehicle or walking down the sidewalk will call the police department. The police department shows up. They have to show up. They're doing their job.
Yeah.
So, and all they're hearing is, and this is where the cops came, those sons of bitches. No, they're not sons of bitches. They get called, and all they get on the other end of that line is man with a gun, woman with a gun on the sidewalk. They don't say it's holstered. They don't say that, you know what I mean? They just say, there's a guy on the sidewalk with a gun. You know, so yeah, you're going to get 3 cruisers, 4 cruisers showing. Of course you are. You know what I mean? And then, of course, you know, the cop asks for identification, and they're like, no, we don't have video, yada, yada, yada. And in that state, they don't. They don't have to give them to them. In my state, you do. My state, no matter what, it doesn't have to be gun related. If a police officer asks for your ID, you have to give it to them, or suffer arrest.
Yeah, these here.
But
Michigan,
yeah, I'm sorry, go ahead, huh?
sorry, Mike.
Oh, go ahead, buddy.
So here, like that one group, they got cards they pass out to people while they're walking by them, and cars that stopped, and pamphlets, and which is great. I mean, yeah, Second Amendment's the one of the best things we've got, you know, and I just like to respect it. I guess I respect being able to have one on my side if I want to go outside and work in my yard and not have to worry about it.
Yep. Yeah, it's like you said, if you're drawing attention to yourself, then you're hurting the cause more than you're helping the cause.
Yeah, I try to avoid crowds. I don't like making them.
I mean, I have no problem. I watched one YouTube video. It was an actual protest, or rally, protest, whatever you want to call it. There was only about 10 of them. A couple of guys had ARs. One guy had an AK. One guy had a shotgun. But they did it the right way, though. Okay, they went and they said they were going to do it to the city hall, town hall, wherever the hell they lived. Okay, there was a sheriff there present, and the sheriff shooting the shit with them, and he's like, you know, hey, what do you got there? I got one of those, and the shit, you know what I mean? So they're talking back and forth. But when they're doing this in such as that doesn't bother me, because you know that's going to end. You know, their protest, their whatever is going to end at some point that day. You know.
I know some people get pissed off if they hear, you know, somebody like me saying, you know, I don't think they should do it, you know, and it's like I say, in one hand, yeah, they should have the right to do it, but I've seen too many videos where they're looking for confrontation, you know, and like you said, you know, if you want to have a protest, like the guys was wanting open carry pistol.
Yep.
Most of the time, they did do the rally things. You know, there was just a few instances where some stuff went wrong or whatever. I mean, nobody got hurt or nothing, but you know what I mean. And there was one that was stupid that got probably the most attention. They was actually having a rally, if I'm not mistaken, and a couple of guys went into, you know, fast food joint across the street to get something to eat, and somebody called law, and you know, it caused all this problems and blah blah blah. Which that was stupid. You know, I mean, the people with the store should have been able to see all these guys out there with guns and know there was a protest and all that, you know.
Yep. Yeah, you know, I still think it's education. I still think, where were we last night? We were talking about it. Somebody was at a Walmart, Target, Walmart, and it's concealed carry only. But apparently he got out of his. Matt was saying it last night. He got out of his car, whatever, because he had it in a glove box or something, because he didn't want to sit with it or what have you. Get out of his car, he put it in his holster. He holstered his weapon. He walked in the store, and apparently a little bit of it was sticking out.
Well, what Matt was saying that
the bystanders jumped him in the store.
Yeah.
I mean,
like somebody seen him put it in, you know, like as he was getting out of the car or something.
Right.
You know, yeah.
Yeah, because he had it in a glove box or wherever. And I'm like, really? Come on.
But the guy that tackled him got arrested and charged with assault. And by God, he should. Yeah, he should.
He's lucky he didn't get shot.
Yeah, he's lucky he didn't get shot. I guarantee you, if they'd have done that to me, I'd have been doing my damnedest to shoot somebody, because I don't know why these guys are tackling me.
Right. You know, and it's like, but I mean, education-wise, okay, so you see somebody that has that's carrying that's concealed, whether it's concealed carry or open carry, whatever the laws are, wherever they are, okay, and if you're, you know, Susie Homemaker that doesn't know any of the laws or doesn't know anything or whatever, at least you have to be smart enough to say, you know, there's a man on such and such a street or such and such a mall, and he's got a gun, but it's in his holster, and he's just walking, doing his shopping with his wife or girlfriend or whatever, so that they're not just
Yeah, and see, at that point, the police should be able to say, well, lady, this, or whoever, it is legal to carry open in this state, But if they say, hey, there's a guy with a gun, they're going to take it as he's, like, got it out.
Right.
Yep.
And you would think most people would have some kind of inkling, because most of the concealed weapon laws have been passed in the last 5 to 10 years in most states. I mean, it's fairly new in most states, the more open, easier to get concealed weapon permits. I mean, it's been around a little while, but it's still pretty new. I mean, maybe a 19-year-old don't know, but man, you just have to be slam asleep not to know you got open carry in your state.
Oh,
yeah.
Or even concealed carry. I mean, most people in South Carolina, even if they don't own guns, know we carry guns.
Yeah. We got both. So, but like I said, it's not recommended. I mean, it's like I said, it's hit or miss how they are.
Yeah. I wish I could carry open. Probably the main time I would carry open is when I ride my bike. Yeah. And I'd probably use my Serpa holster that snaps in, because it would just be way more comfortable. The only way I can carry it now without it coming out or being uncomfortable is I got the Serpa, the Black Hawk Serpa, you got to mash that little button on the side.
Right.
And I got it on the shoulder holster rig. And that works good, and I wear my jacket. I got a mesh jacket with liners and stuff. So even if it's 100 degrees, I got my jacket on because it's got padding and all that, And I carry it. But when I go into a restaurant, which I can carry in North Carolina too, or my license is good for North Carolina too, or permit. And but then I can't take my damn jacket off because I got to keep it concealed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. Like Massachusetts doesn't honor any of the laws.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about none of that here.
Georgia, you can't.
Georgia don't recognize ours.
Vermont does, because Vermont's got constitutional carry, so Vermont don't give a shit.
Yeah. Mine, South Carolina's is good. I know for about all the southern states except Georgia. I can go to Kentucky, North Carolina, Tennessee, Florida, but I just can't carry it as I'm going to Florida through Georgia.
TR P701 is he says, TR, I would say the vast majority of the public think you need a license to even buy a gun. I get that all the time here, even here in North Dakota.
Yeah, no, I'm sure you're correct on that. In some states, you do have to get like a letter from the sheriff. North Carolina's like that, unless they've changed it. But here in South Carolina, I can run an ad in the Greenville newspaper and sell an AR-15.
Yeah, it's.
We got this thing classified called the I Wanna. It's become very popular. It's real thick. It's like thick as a newspaper, but it's all classified. Computers, furniture, whatever. And the gun section is like 2 pages. And what's funny is they have this long disclaimer. Oh, no assault weapons and blah, blah, blah. And, first things on the list. AR-15, AR-15, AR-15.
Right. Yep. Limit survival. To get a suggestion for you, by the way, in the external.
Chest rig that goes on your shirt. Yeah, I've seen some of the undershirts that's made just for that. That's got like a holster in it. I have thought about something like that, but I used to carry a 45, so I mean it's got to have a lot of support.
Exactly.
It'd be a fine for a 380 or something. I ain't never tried one, so I don't know, but you almost need like the straps and stuff. But I'm sure there's better ways. But the shoulder holster was just an easy way to do it. It's just that I got to leave the jacket on. I'll unzip the jacket some and, kind of let some more air in or whatever, just so you can't see the gun. But
You know what's weird is I can't even. I was up at what the hell's it called up there, Route 1 in Maine? I can't stand when I forget the name of that store. Anyways, I was gonna go buy a muzzleloader in Maine, and I asked him if they could mail it to me. He goes, "Where do you live?" I go, "Massachusetts." He goes, no." I'm like, "Why are you laughing?" He goes, "'Cause you guys suck." I goes, "No, wait a minute. I don't suck. The people in the state house suck."
yeah, there's a list. I'm sure Massachusetts is on it. When you look in, say, Midway or whatever,
Yeah.
So, California, New York, blah, 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 But if you live in South Carolina, yeah, we'll send you all you want.
Well, the funny part is that they don't have a law against shipping ammo to Massachusetts, okay? But all the FFLs in the state of Massachusetts are afraid to see what would happen if they get caught. You know what I'm saying? They obviously don't want to lose their license, So I can't. That night you guys were telling me where to go and giving me the different online like the ammo was it ammocan.com and all that to get ammo and stuff. I can't order it online.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that sucked.
I tried to order it. Because Johnny was like, because John, I paid $20 for a box of 12 gauge 2 3/4 Copperhead hollow points for my Mossberg. Hornady put them out, and Johnny said, "You paid $20 for that?" I'm like, "Yeah." I showed him the box, so he gave me a couple of different sites online, and I checked them out, and sure in hell, he was right on the money. There was one guy selling, I think it was 20 rounds of 12 gauge for like $6 or something.
Wow.
I'm like, cool. Ding, put my thing in, da-da-da, ship to, da-da-da. Big, huge red letters, cannot ship to the state of Massachusetts.
Damn.
Wow.
I'm like, you gotta be shitting me. So now, you know what I did now? I ship it to my brother-in-law's house, my sister's house in Vermont.
There you go.
Yeah, it's a 3-hour ride away, but I don't give a shit. It's worth it. So now I put my orders in, and like when I go out to see her, I just grab them, But it's unreal.
Huh.
It's unreal and it's unfortunate, really. Hey, Living Survival, what's going on?
Yeah, I'll look at it, man. Appreciate it. Living Survival, that is.
So, John, I saw that you're gonna get in on the thing with Cole Craven and Chris.
Oh, on the challenge?
Yeah.
Yeah, as soon as I get my clear from the doctor, I got to wait till the 16th for my appointment. Then maybe by the 18th, I'll have my all clear to where I can go out in the woods and hike and have a pack. But as of right now, I pretty much no snow shoveling, no snow blowing, none of that stuff for me.
Yep.
What kind of challenges?
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Well, it's a course through the Pathfinder School, which I'm not a big fan of. That guy, period. But they're doing just the challenges. I guess they picked some of the challenges to do out of it, like shelter building and such. So I'm gonna go do my rendition of it, so to speak. How I would do it. Get another version out there. To have hopefully a couple more people do the same thing. I think I seen another young man on there who was going to do it. And it's just something to do to keep you occupied, busy this time of year. Get out there and build a shelter and a fire and make something to eat and do some different bushcraft tasks kind of things, you know. I think it'd be pretty fun. I give them guys credit for doing it.
Yep, me too. And you know them just as much as I do, John. They're too great to do it too. You know, it's like, and I'm looking forward to it just because. Like, I keep getting asked, when are you going to do some videos on the woods, Mike? You know, well, before all the snow and everything hit, you know. Yeah. As well, it's hard for me because I got 3 little ones, you know. But, yep. You know, the other thing is that, you know, I still only have my cell phone. So it's like, if I could rig up my cell phone in a certain manner, you know. I said, but the other thing, too, is that maybe it's confidence, self-confidence or whatever, because I'm just getting, like Johnny, you know, I'm just getting back into it. You know, yeah. And so it's like, you know, I haven't done a lot of this stuff since I was in my teens and early 20s. So it's like, you know what I mean?
It's like riding a bike, though, man. Once you get out there, just don't go too deep the first time. You know, just go 1/4 mile in, set yourself a little spot up, and have a little nap or.
Yeah. And don't even worry about it if you think the video sucks or your skill sucks. Because trust me, if you go back and look at my videos, you can tell just like I say when I'm doing my solar stuff, man, I'm just fumbling through this stuff. I think this will work, and try this, and you know, some people's going to watch it. Some people's going to get, you know, they're going to enjoy it. You know, like, you may show somebody something, even if they're experienced, that they didn't think about. That's why we watch these videos.
I was trying to make a bird's beak notch. You know, for hanging pots or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm out in the backyard, and I wasn't doing that. I just grabbed a piece of wood out in the backyard, branch out in the backyard, and I'm just sitting at the picnic table screwing around, and I'm like, I just couldn't. I'm doing something wrong, and like I'm going crazy, you know. And so I got frustrated, so I gave up. I went and I'm on YouTube. And it just so happened that Mitch was what's his screen name?
Aircord?
No. Mitch from Massachusetts. He's good friends with Sergeant Fina. I can never remember screen names. Anyways, he went off to do a TV show. You know who he is if I said his name, if I said his screen name.
Free or Free or.
Yeah. So anyway, I asked him. He was out in the woods and he's doing his thing, and it took him maybe freaking 30 seconds to make the notch. And he was done, right? And so I on the comments I asked him. I says, let me ask you a question. I says, you know, of course I put myself out there for it too, you know what I mean? I says, it just so happens I was outside trying to make, you know, practice on my own notches, and I says, I'm doing something wrong because I can't get it to notch properly where you can hang anything, let alone, you know. And he's, well, how deep did you go with the notch? You know, he said, you make an X. I'm like, he's, how deep did you go? And I'm like, oh, I'm trying to remember. And he goes, yeah, you got to go at least half. Go halfway through, you know, right, you know. So he says, you got a 1 inch, 2 inch friggin' round, you know, wood you use, and he says, you got to go half of that.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, oh, okay. But, you know, somebody said.
Makes it a lot easier to dig that out. The deeper you get that X cut, it'll pop out a lot easier.
Like I said, he did his in like 30 seconds, you know, and I'm like, ah!
Yeah, that's just it. That's what you got to do. You got to get out and mess with it. Hector, sometimes I'll sit right in here and carve on something over top of a 5-gallon pail right here in the man cave and whittle something, make a spoon or something, you know, just something to do on watching the YouTube videos.
Yep.
I can't wait till spring to get back out there for the overnighters now. I'm just can't wait.
I love watching your overnighter. And then the one you did with, well, you had that first overnighter. Then you did the one with Timber Wookie and
39 camper.
in 39 camper, and that was a cool one too. You know, and I'm like, it's awesome.
We're doing it again in the spring. We're gonna have another one in the spring, and then I'm gonna try to arrange a little bit of a meetup. So it's gonna be like an open camp out in the bush. I mean, you go find yourself an oak tree for the restroom, you know, whatever you got to do. But that's the way we roll. And just go find a spot and invite a bunch of guys. I think Ben from Living Survival, he mentioned it once before. He wanted to come over and even try a little bit of fishing in the river. And because in the spring we'll have the fish will be running again.
Yep.
And heck, there's a bunch of guys that want to come back.
I seen you the ones with you and Lumberman.
Yeah, that was a great weekend. Me and Lumberman 2011. That was a good time too. 3 days, 2 nights.
That's when you were talking
to. Back and relaxed, man. It was awesome.
John, was that when you were talking to the guys going down the river?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. That was a good time, man. No mosquitoes.
I just asked my son. I said, I took him up to Justa, Maine. It's like 5 miles friggin' south of the Canadian border. And then we went up in early June. But we got lucky because our site was, it's called the chain of ponds. So you're on a peninsula. And so, I'm in the back on the one end of the pond and then the other pond's on the other side. But it was like a wind tunnel all weekend long. And I said, he says, Dad, I want to go there because I asked him. I said, where do you want to go? We're in the same place where I can good? Or he says, no. He says, Dad, it was too windy. I said, yeah, but you realize if we were out back at the end of the, at the end of the peninsula, I said, the bugs would have killed us.
Yeah.
He's like, oh no. I said, well, where do you want to go? He said, I don't know. So I'm gonna take him to Jackman, Maine. We'll see what happens. He says, as long as we go far away, I don't care.
That's quite a ways up there. They're starting to talk French up there.
Oh yeah, they all talk French up there.
Yeah.
But you see, for me, it's like I said to him on our way up to Justa, Maine, where we went. He's like, Dad, I go, what? He goes, I lost signal. I don't have any signal on my phone or my thing. I says, good. That means we're getting closer.
I usually bring him with me.
Yep. He almost shit his pants when he found out that the campground had no power. He's like, Dad,
where am I going to plug my game into?
Exactly, yeah, right?
Yeah, no electronics for me.
Yep. He's like, Dad, he goes, what are we going to do if we have to call home? I goes, don't worry about it. Yep. We're not going to have to call home.
The more the isolated, the better, man. I love it.
So then I took him down this, to the logging trail, and I've been there. So I'm just, go 8 miles up this logging trail. We see some nice fresh moose track, So we followed the track for a little while, but couldn't see anything. But I turned around and I noticed a nice big hunk of chaga on a birch tree.
Oh man, gold.
So I says, come on, son, let's go. So I go over and I hear him go, Dad. I go, what? He goes, there's a man here looking for you. I went, what? I said, I didn't even hear the car or a truck or nothing. I'm like, knock it off, kid. And I got the knife down there and I'm like, boom, boom, boom. And he goes, sir, your son wasn't lying here. So of course I turn around, I got the knife in my hand because I wasn't expecting anybody, you know what I mean? And I go, oh shit. I go, can I help you? And he says, yeah, what are you doing? I said, no, just taking this big huge chunk of chaga. I said, this shit's awesome. He goes, yeah, but you can't do that. I'm like, why not? He says, you didn't notice the big huge sign when you came in on the road? I go, no, I didn't, to be honest with you. This is all I was looking for, was to see if it said private property or not. Once I didn't see that. He goes, yeah, it says you can use this land to camp on, snowmobile, 4-wheel, and all that stuff. He says, but you can't take nothing off the property. Dude, it's chaga. He goes, is this on the property? I go, yeah. He goes, then you take it.
Was he
Then I
tree
looked at his, then I looked at his truck. You know who it was? The not the Border Patrol. The what's the other one?
DNR?
No, the U.S.
Forestry Service?
No,
Park Service?
DOT?
No.
Animal,
the
animal
one that,
shelter?
no, the one that Bush made up. Oh my God, I constantly lose my memory. Oh, I hate it. I don't know, they'll hit me later. But anyway, he's like, yeah, you can't take it. Da, 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 da. I'm like, oh, that sucks.
So you burn up the firewood in the forest camping, but you can't take a piece of wood with you. Chog.
Does that make any sense?
Not whatsoever. All the chog is the growth on the side of a tree that's already dying.
Right.
That's the only trees it grows on is the ones that's dying, I believe.
Is it U.S. Customs? Yeah, U.S. Customs and something else on it. That's what I read on the side of his truck.
Really?
Boy, he must have been pretty bored.
Not Border Patrol or something.
Oh, they work with Border Patrol.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, because you're so close to Canada.
Yeah.
Ah,
And Border Patrol
that's good.
Border Patrol helps out the game wardens.
Right.
Because 3 years ago, we're up in Maine, not in Eustis, but where I go out and up in Maine in November. We're getting close to the border, and we saw Border Patrol, and we're shooting the shit with him because he saw the doe that we saw. So now we're waiting for the buck, but the buck never came out on the road. So when we turned around, he stopped us, and so we asked him. We says, you know, we're not familiar with the laws, as in, you know, I says we were going to turn around anyways because there was only a mile or two left. I said, but what happens if you're close to the border and you shoot, you know, you shoot a buck, and then it goes into Canada? What happens then?
You lose it.
He goes, well, he says two things could happen. He says, there's nobody around, just go get it and come back. Because the only time you're going to get in trouble if somebody sees you going in to get it, and they call one of us, then he says, then it's just paperwork up the ass, and it's just terrible. He says, but I tell them all the time.
He was honest.
Yeah.
He says, I tell those guys all the time when they're hunting. He says, I see guys hunting all the time. You know, the Canadians that hunt all the time. He says, I tell them all the time, if it goes on here, don't worry about it. Just come get it and go. You know? But I'm like, yeah, I don't need to have a national incident over a friggin' deer. You know? One thing I don't need. Hey, Paper Tiger. Yeah, what's going on?
Nice audience going on there.
Yeah,
Hey,
let's
Six,
say hey
welcome
to
back.
everybody. I can't see them. My internet's too slow tonight, so I can't have both windows open for some reason. Kicks the heck out of my chat.
Good. But, yeah, so they're a little crazy up that way. Piece of chalk, I can't do it.
That's crazy, man. Crazy.
Johnny, that thing was huge. It's probably the size of a laptop. You know,
Oh,
that wide
man.
anyways, you know. It was huge.
Yeah. A lot of nice teeth.
Yep.
That's some good stuff, man.
Yep. I still got a little that Chris sent me.
Do you? Yeah, I still got something that Chris sent me.
Yep. Tia, you got chaga down your way?
I don't even know what that is, man.
Oh, John, you explain. You'll probably be able to explain it better than me.
Oh, man. It's a fungus, a tinder fungus, that grows on the side of birch trees mainly. White birch especially. Some river birch, but more on the white birch. And it's just a big growth. It looks black. And you bust it off the tree on the inside. It's nice and tan color and almost like almost spongy. It's fibrous. You can take your knife and rough it up. After it dries out, you can take a ferro rod and strike it, and it'll take a ember, and you can blow on it, and it'll burn and burn. I use it sometimes for an incense in the house. I'll take a little piece, break it off, light it, set it in the ashtray, and it'll just smolder until it's totally gone. And then you can take and use it for a tea. You boil it in water, let it steep for about 20 minutes, accordingly to the color of the tea that you like, and then you just drink it. You take the chaga and you dry it out, and you reuse it again. You can usually use it a couple times for tea, and then it's no more. There's no more good health benefits left in it. So then you just use it strictly for a tinder pump.
Pretty decent tasting.
Yeah, I mean, there's not really much of a taste. No, I think
Tastes like a mushroom.
A lot of times I'll put like fruit in with mine, or I'll put like a blueberry tea bag in with my chaga tea and give it that blueberry flavor. Because there was no bitterness, no nothing. It ain't nothing like pine needle tea.
No. I thought mine tasted like mushroom, John.
Did it?
Of course, mine. My tea was as dark can be. I think I was doing it wrong. Remember I asked you? Remember when I asked you about it, how to do it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and it was dark. It was just, it was like drinking soda dark. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's probably why.
Like Pepsi, and I'm like, oh, it's like drinking frickin' liquid mushrooms.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah, see, birch trees are. I don't even know if we have birch trees around here unless somebody plants them. To be honest with you, they may be around here. I can't say that they're not, but that's not a tree that I see normally anyway.
Yeah.
Well, tee up. You get yourself if you ever come across it, or you know somebody that. I mean, it's got medicinal purposes. You know, the whole nine. So
a lot of good medicinal purposes: upset stomach, sore throat.
It's good for your immune system. You know.
Yeah, like I say, I'm pretty sure I've probably seen birch around here because I've seen that in some bushcraft and stuff because they, taking the bark and it's just this great fire starter and all that, and I'm like, we don't have them trees around here. I'm looking at the trees and I was like, nah, I don't remember seeing them. But we do have a lot of pine, and that makes really good tinder. You just find the little twigs and stuff that falls off the trees. That's great tinder anyway for a fire.
Oh, awesome. The thing with having all the pine too is you got all that fat wood.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
And that's like gasoline, man. I love fat wood.
Yeah, it is. You know, John, I've never gone looking for it. Not one time.
I haven't had to. I just had somebody just sent me a box of it, man. Like 3 pounds of fat wood, all cut up nice, You can buy it at Home Depot or one of the big box stores. They got it in their fireplace section for fire starting. But you know what, man? I tell you what, if you knock some shavings off the back spine of your knife and then do a few feather sticks with it, you light that with a ferro rod, and it will take off like you put gasoline on it.
That's
Matter of fact, I used bird's nest and flint steel on my last overnighter with 39 camper gum guys. That's why I started the fire, was flint and steel with some of that in there, and then I had Daryl made up some feather sticks out of some fat wood, just like gasoline.
Yep, that's awesome.
Good stuff, man.
Yeah, buddy of mine at work, he doing a little clearing. He just moved into a house this past year, and he sent me a picture. It's like a whole tree, and he says this thing is ate up with fat wood. He said I got more than I could use in a lifetime. He said, you want some? I said, man, bring me some.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really do much outdoor camping and stuff, but I mean, hell, I'll take it. You never know. It's good to have.
Yeah. You give yourself a pile of that stuff. It's especially for you with your wood stove. You get home from work, you toss that in there.
Yeah.
Quick fire lighter, man, for the wood stove. A couple little pieces is all it takes.
I have a, I don't know what kind it is, but I got a spruce tree, like 6 of them out front of work. And, the sap coming off of them. Now, I don't know if it's dark spruce or, whatever, but the sap coming off of them, it's unbelievable. And I'm saying to myself, I wonder if I just take a hunk of that and see what happens,
Yeah, you would think any kind of sap coming out of a tree would be pretty easy to light or get going anyway.
Oh, yeah. All that pine sap's good stuff, man.
I'll tell you what I did do, though. I was hunting 2 years ago. Was it 2 years ago or last season? One or the other. Anyway. And I was out there a little bit later than I probably should have been. I'm like freezing. I said, shit. I said, I gotta get a cup of coffee or something. So I go in my backpack. And Shane had sent me when I got a ferro rod from Shane from Pennsylvania, Shane.
Uh-huh.
And he sent me some coffees and everything with it. I said, oh, that's right, I got that, da-da-da. And I'm like, oh, and there's a pine tree, and there's all my little bubbles of sap. So I'm like, ding, 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 ding. Poof. Up it goes. I'm like, thank you. I'm sitting there drinking my coffee. But that went up like real quick. You know? I got my the old like the medicine, you know, what your pills or whatever.
Bottle.
And I poked it. Yeah, I put all the sap in that, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gear, do that. It's a lot of fun, man, especially with the kids. He wants to be able to see the teepee and shelter on his trip. That's awesome. I love seeing the kids doing all the, like these young kids doing the vids on here. I think that's awesome.
It is. Get that other generation rocking and rolling into this.
Yeah. You know?
I just did, matter of fact, I just did 2 pay it forward support videos tonight where I paid them both forward again and shouted out a few channels, some new channels, and got to upload them yet to YouTube.
Yep.
You know, but
I liked somebody had the water filtration. Oh, what do you call it?
the Sawyer.
Yes. And
I love my Sawyer, man. That's the best thing since sliced bread. Let me tell you what, buddy. 100,000 gallons. That thing will last me a long time if you take care of it and keep it clean.
Yep, the kid was using it and he loved it. I thought it was great.
Yeah, I used mine last summer there when I was doing my overnighters. Right to the river with the water and right into your canteen cup. And I had some in a water bottle, a store-bought water bottle. When I got done, my wife picked me up. I had her meet me at noon on Sunday, and her boy was with me. And I'm like, here, try some of this water. She said, oh, it's probably river water. I said, this water tastes better than that stuff that came in the bottle.
Right.
He tried it. He could not tell the difference. He said, man, this ain't no river water. I said, it sure is river water.
Yep.
It works, man. It works good. I swear by it.
Yep, whatever works, that's what I say.
One of the best $19 investments I've made for all my kit was that Sawyer.
Yeah, you have a Sawyer too, don't you?
Yeah.
I remember you and Johnny said you had one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I won one in the contest. It was in a bug-out bag I won.
Yeah, that's a little gold piece of kit right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I don't think it's a Sawyer. What's the smaller version?
You got the Sawyer Mini, and then you got the big Sawyer.
Well, I got the Mini. I got it in a thing I won on Jamie time.
Yeah, a little blister pack.
Yeah, it came in a little red pack like this big.
Yeah.
And it's like this big, the tube, and
yeah, little hose.
Yeah.
Yep.
I gotta check on my fire. I'll grab mine and see which one it is.
All right, Tia. So yeah, I'm gonna Indiana Bushcraft. How you been? Haven't seen you in a very long time. Good to see you.
I don't. Listen, Indiana bushcraft.
Is it Indiana? Let me see.
Oh, yeah.
Right? We're thinking of the same people, aren't I? Am I not? Am I right?
Yep. Nope, you're right. Yep. He's a good guy. I private chatted with him before.
Okay.
He's a good egg, man. Good guy.
Yeah. Yeah, but I love it.
Kevin.
You know.
Kevin, that's his name.
Yeah.
Hey, Kevin. How you doing, buddy?
But I love, you know, I like that my kid wants to do it with me, you know.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? My wife bought him a survival kit and she wasn't thinking because of down the road or anything like that. The only reason she bought it was because of, what's that TV show with the zombies they all watch? Walking Dead. And, yeah, it's like a zombie show or something. It's some hot show that people watch. But anyway, and it finally came the other day. That's a cool little kit, you know, and it's nice. It's got a nice bag and everything. I'm like, huh, I might have to eyeball that son of a bitch. Dad might steal that. Where you been? Why are you muted? All right. Here I am yelling at him. I'm going to get him in trouble.
Brother Darryl.
Here I am yelling at him. I don't want to get him in trouble.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to the thing real quick, John.
Yeah.
So Paper Tiger, so his Ben from Living Survivors here. Cool. What's going on, Ben? Galen Long. Monty is still here. Cool. Six, good to see you again. Thank you. Gia, thank you for coming by. P701. Guys, thanks a million for coming by, stopping by. Paper Tiger. Mountain Man's back. Cool beans, brother. Naked Eyes is still here. Awesome, awesome. Mass Prepper's still here. Jerry Pruitt. Jerry, how are you? Anybody I miss? Thank you guys. Thank you guys for big time for coming stopping by. It's awesome. It's really cool that you guys stopped by. Thank you. Is he with us now?
There's Darryl.
Daryl,
you guys just hold on a second. He's
right.
trying to shoot bucks on the TV here. I'm trying to.
Daryl, I sent Shane like 3 invites, and I even Facebooked him.
Why is it that we never moved this thing, but it was okay earlier?
Hold on a second. I'll be right back with you. I got to deal with this buck hunting game. I'm serious.
Well,
Sorry,
nice.
I hadn't even took it out of the package.
Yeah, let me see that again, bud. I wanted to be able to click on it so everybody else could see it.
Okay. Get back a little bit so you can see it.
Yeah, that's the one I got. That's the one that's in my bag there that I got off of Jamie time.
Yeah. Got the whole kit with the plunger and the bag, the whole thing.
Yep.
Yeah. That's the ticket. Matter of fact, that last camp out I went on, I believe we used Daryl's Sawyer. I didn't even get mine out.
Oh, yeah?
We had about a 20-foot walk to the river, and that was about it, man. It was right there. It was close by.
Yeah, it says right on it, 100,000 gallons.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, I got a silly solar question for you.
Yeah, man.
You know, a lot of the solar panels on some of the solar panels you see on people's homes, they're like raised off the roof, so to speak, right?
Yeah.
I just saw one the other day. A guy that doesn't live too far from me. He's got 1, 2, He lives in like a ranch style house, so he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's got 6 panels on the front part of his house. I couldn't see the rear part, but it looks like they're rested right on his. I mean, I'm obviously there's shingles underneath these panels, but is there a difference between laying them on the house and having them raised off the house,
Well, you can't lay them straight on the roof, but there may be an air gap. You just can't see it, from the road or whatever. But like my panels are way off the roof, but that's because like my roof line goes this way.
Yep.
But the sun goes this way, so I can't put them on the side of my house. I had to put them. It's on the side, but I had to build it. On one edge they're real close to the roof, but on the other edge it's 2 or 3 feet off the ground. Off the roof, because that was just to get the sun as it goes across. So that may be what you're seeing. If their house is not pointed the right way.
I was just wondering, like, I don't think it would matter as long as the sun hit it, right? I mean, that's all it's all about, right?
Well, and the thing about it is, I was kind of that way too. I mean, I'm ignorant of it too. I'm still learning. I mean, I knew I needed to point them, toward the sun, but until you really start paying attention to the sun and have a reason to pay attention to it. I mean, I know about the winter solstice and all that stuff, some of all. The drastic difference between where the sun is in the sky in the wintertime and the summertime is unreal. I knew it was different. I had no idea it was that different. That's why when I put my panels up, I put them up in the summertime. I got them laid back like this. They need to be like this. It's that different.
Wow.
So it's not just sunlight, period. They actually need to be like 90 degrees to the sun. The sun needs to hit them like flat. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
To get the most power out of them.
Now, do you have to have them facing south? Right?
Yeah.
Right? Okay. Joe, you with us?
Yeah, I'm with you. We got this like buck hunting game for the grandchildren.
Yeah.
And we've been fucking it up, man. and Missy's been like trying to kill the bucks and everything. So it's like yeah.
Nice.
You shoot the screen and everything,
You paint that black.
The sucky part about it is the calibration is you have to be so far away from the TV. If you're closer enough, if you're close to the TV, it won't calibrate. So we got to position ourselves in a certain corner of the frickin' living room to like play the game. But
right.
Yeah, I kick her butt, man.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I kicked your butt a couple times.
Yeah, she kicked my butt a couple times. She was getting triples and everything, and I'm like, oh, yeah. But it's all fun. I mean, it's fun. Good. It's a fun evening, man. When you can shoot deer on TV with your wife and have a good time, that's a good evening. Man. Yeah.
Cool.
How's everybody else?
Great.
Doing well, man. Just watching it snow like a sumbitch.
Yeah. How's TR?
Doing good, man. How you doing?
All right, man.
It's been a while since I've been in a chat with you, I think.
Yeah.
I think I've been in a chat with you. Pretty sure I have.
Yeah. For at least a minute or so.
Yeah.
I lost you the other night. What the hell happened?
It just got late, man. Holy cow, man.
Whoops. I'm like, where the hell did he go?
Sometimes you just go,
Right.
But you got the snow coming, buddy.
Oh yeah, Chris and I are getting smothered.
You guys get your preps ready.
Oh, got it all set. Seriously, I got, my wife said to me, because my wife's, I don't know if I ever told you guys, but my wife's a nurse, and she works for a old age home, as I call them. But she went in at 7:30 tonight, and I probably won't see her till Wednesday.
Wow.
But she said, da-da-da. I says, listen to me. I said, we'll do the easy stuff. I got all the cameras, I got all the flashlights I need. I'm all set. I said, number 2. So what are you going to do for food? I said, number 2. I said, I got an old beat-up grill out there, and I got a ton of wood out in the woods. I'm all set with that.
Yep.
I said, number 3, I said, I open up my bag, I got my Sterno stove, I got, you know what I mean? I can do it. Everything's gonna be fine, sweetheart. You know. And she's like,
you need to unclick me, Mike. You got me locked on.
I'm sorry.
That was on camera.
Sorry about that. But yeah, so she was all nervous. I'm like, don't worry about it. I got it all done. You know.
Well, you know, that's it. You have to be, because they're telling you right now, shit is gonna be nasty.
Oh yeah.
And
Definitely.
I bet everybody and their brother is like scrambling through the stores, trying to buy up every gallon of milk, every loaf of bread. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want to be a part of the freaking group, man.
Well, the problem is that they all did that today.
That's what I'm saying.
You know? So, I mean, like, all that stuff was done Saturday. You know? When they said there might be a chance, that's all I needed to hear. Chance, thank you.
Yeah.
You know?
Because when they say blizzard or whatever here, you might as well not even go to the store, because everybody and their brother's buying up every gallon of milk, every loaf of bread, you know what I'm saying? They're just being stupid, you know? And then it snows like 2 inches.
Yeah. There is a travel ban as of midnight tonight, which is 15 more minutes because I'm on the East Coast. Yes, there's a you cannot drive. You're going to get pulled over. It's going to be towed.
What do you got now? How many inches of snow do you got now?
I know I haven't been out there in a while. But Knife Tex, good night, man. Thanks for coming in. 70 degrees there. Thanks, brother.
Yeah.
Didn't it smell bad?
Yeah, it does. How's John, man? John!
Guys, I'll be right back.
Is there John who?
That's our John. That's our camping boy.
What's up, my brother Daryl from another mother? What's going on?
I seen him earlier. I was making faces and nobody even seen me.
Darn it, I missed Missy.
Hi, honey.
Hi.
I'm trying
Miss you guys.
No, don't I said hi.
Trying to get a picture of the beer cans, but
Yeah, don't do that.
You got a little pyramid going?
yeah. Man,
Nothing wrong with that.
I wanna.
Who's the little guy right there sipping his little cup?
This is TR Prepper.
TR?
TR Prepper.
Hi, TR Prepper.
Hey. There's beer in mine, too. I just put it in the mug.
Which can? Oh, damn it, I missed all the deer.
Did you?
Because I was talking to TR Prepper.
Oh, well, no. There's plenty. You can reset it, and he'll shoot more.
Okay.
Good times.
Our evening is very exciting. Very exciting.
Yeah.
Hey, all that matters is as long as you're having fun.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm having lots of fun.
It sucks when you're drinking too much and then you start arguing over the damn video game. That's when it starts. It's like, yeah, all right, we've had too much to drink. We better calm down.
I got something.
But
Time to shut the game off.
I want to do a video of I got 30 ice fishing jigs from the Wookiee's wife.
Oh, did you?
Oh, and they're awesome jigs, and every single one of them is glow in the dark, and they are like awesome jigs. And so I kind of want to do a little video and see if you know, anybody wants to buy some of them, you know.
Yeah.
I know down the south there where you are, TR, you guys don't do much ice fishing, but some of these jigs, some of the smaller jigs, we use when the fish are bedding. We use like a little bubble, and we'll use an ice fishing jig, and we'll get that depth right, and we'll cast it in there, and it'll just like hang there, and then, you know, when they're trying to guard their bed or whatever, they'll get upset and they'll want to, you know, get it. But we use an ice fishing jig then.
I don't go fishing as much as I would like to. I used to do it a few years ago a lot, but I like pan fishing. I like brim and crappie or crappie, which y'all probably call them. That's probably my two target fish. Maybe a little catfish, but mainly brim and crappie.
Yeah.
They're good eating, man.
Yeah. And what I do for crappie, or crappie, as we call them, I night fish. You know, you just set anchors out, throw the lights out, just line the side of the boat with the rods, pop a beer, turn the radio on, wait for the fish to come for you.
Yep.
Yeah.
I did that in Florida one time, and I lived in Florida years ago, TR. We had a guy down there took us fishing, and we had the lights over the side and at night, and catching them like crazy.
Yeah. I mean, it just come in waves. It's just boom, 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 boom. It'll be quiet for a few minutes, then boom, 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 boom.
Yep.
It's kind of lazy fishing, but I enjoy it, and they taste really good.
When we ice fish, we'll get out there with our ice fishing boxes. We got lanterns, and lanterns go in the ice fishing box. Got like a little window that you know that illuminates light, and you get about 3 or 4 of us in a circle. And when it gets dark out, will, you know, all them lanterns will illumine up that light right there, and we'll get them crappie. And a lot of times with crappie, you won't even have to use minnows. They'll bite on just a little bluegill jig, you know.
Oh yeah. They people do a lot of jigging for not jigging, but use jigs for crappie.
I got 3 of them.
A lot of those will do like they do more like day fishing when they use the jigs, but
Is Will, are you still here? Will, if you're still here, last night when I mentioned to you a couple of guys that do that I know off the top of my head that do the bushcraft, and you got 2 of them on the panel tonight. So John, if he's still here, will you and Daryl write something? TR write something in the chat so he can click on you.
who was that you was talking about?
Will, hang on, I'll find. Let me go back to here. I'll show you.
I seen a wheel earlier.
Yeah, and he's the one I'm referring to. I just met him from a chat on with Jack. Jack, hello. I didn't know you were here.
Yeah, Jack's here.
Sent you a link a long time ago, buddy. I met Will because he does detecting.
Okay.
And, yeah, Will Hornbuckle.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
he was saying
yeah, I
that he
know.
wanted. Yeah, and he said he wanted to get into all that stuff. So I mentioned John's name. I mentioned Chris's name. I mentioned Daryl's name. I mentioned all the guys I knew off the top of my squash. Ben, and you know what I mean. So I wrote them all in. So yeah, Will, John and Daryl, these other guys that when I spoke to you the other night about bushcraft, and if you wanted to click on them, they're like wicked good at it. Not me. They are. So
I'm looking at a few of them. I just subscribed to one. Indiana Bushcraft and Woodsman. I just subscribed to him.
Yep, he's a good guy.
yeah, I just subscribed to him. Too.
I've heard good and bad about him. I'd be careful.
I just subscribed to him, but I had to confuse it with Iowa bush crap. So I subscribed anyways, you know, because
I try to subscribe to everybody that I can, you know.
yeah,
Oh yeah, yeah.
If
'cause I
they're
like
out there commenting, as long as they ain't saying anything like
yeah,
crappy to people, you know.
right,
Oh, and especially if they make videos.
right.
If you know they make videos, I usually subscribe.
I did the MI Timber Wookie had his well, it was his 100 sub or 50 sub or whatever, and I did a video. I don't know if you guys have seen
I shot
it,
a doe.
but it
Oops.
yeah.
Sorry.
When'd you do this?
Tell them this is fine.
Yeah, but
When'd you do this, Daryl?
well, I did when he did his 50 sub giveaway, I did a support video, and it kind of looked like what's in the woods, you know.
Timber Wookie.
The Timber Wookie is like you decide, you know, is it a Bigfoot? And I got a message on my on the channel today that said, well, this is a bunch of fucking bullshit. I've been looking for some good Bigfoot footage, and this turned out to be a bunch of fucking bullshit. Yeah, because it was a fucking VR, you dumbass. I mean, you know what? If you want to criticize some people, get your own videos up there. It's one of them channels that had no videos or whatever.
Was that the one that at the end of it you showed like Chewbacca or something like that? Was that, or was that somebody else's video I was thinking of?
That might have been mine, but he thought it was a legitimate Bigfoot. And I told him, I said, you know what? When you get out of your mom's house, then you'll understand that Bigfoot isn't real, you know?
Right.
I was like, holy cow, man. And it was a VR to a channel. So, you know, oh my God. It was hilarious, you know. But you could hear the tears in his eyes. Man, I thought I was really going to see a Bigfoot. Fuck you guys.
That's cool.
Let me knock on some wood, but I've been pretty lucky so far. I ain't had too much trouble with smart-ass comments on mine. I mean, every blue moon, somebody will make a comment or something. It seems like all of them get one dislike for whatever reason. Yeah,
I
don't worry about that.
I hate when they do that shit.
But, you know, as far as people making a lot of smart comments, I mean, like I said, every once in a while I get one, but not too often.
Yeah.
I noticed that, you know what, mine go pretty good, you know. No dislikes, everything. But when you got a Bigfoot thing out there, or anything that says paranormal, you get everybody that.
Did you show them the bat one?
Even like you know, knows anything about paranormal, and then you start getting all sorts of crazy comments. So
yeah, it's
don't put paranormal or Bigfoot in any of your titles, and you'll be okay.
But Timber Wookie's okay.
yeah, he is.
Me and John heard of Bigfoot.
I don't know what the hell that was, Daryl, but I tell you what, I've never heard nothing like it before. I don't know what it was.
I swear to God, it was a Bigfoot. It was a Bigfoot.
Because at one time, at one moment, it was about 200 yards to the south of us, and then about 20 minutes later, on our side of the river, it sounded like it was 100 yards behind us. The same noise. So I don't know. Call me cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wookie tries to make up excuses and everything, but I'm like, no,
Hey, who's that?
it was a Bigfoot. It's a Bigfoot. Shoot him.
Well, I was watching your screen.
I'll tell you, it's funny. I was hunting.
Shoot him!
Second last day, I was hunting up here, and it's about It wasn't light yet. Well, just about light, but it was still dark type thing, you know. And I'm sitting up on a tree stand, and you know, there was probably 4 or 5 squirrels mulling around doing that thing, and all of a sudden they just went and scattered. I'm like, what the hell? Then I heard this ungodly noise. Well, down the trail all I could see is a wingspan, and it was huge. The friggin' owl coming at them. And I'm like, wow, look at this. I'd never seen an owl in flight.
Yeah.
Like, you know, one that wasn't in a zoo, you know what I mean? And I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah, some of them are big. Those are some big birds.
Yeah. But I never heard a noise from it either, so I'm like, oh boy, what was that? Jesus Christ. I'm like, there's nothing down here that should be bothering me. No bear, you know. But I've already been bothered by a bear once. I'm not going to get bothered by a bear again. I
I'll tell
promise.
you another bird I didn't realize how big it was, which I don't know the name of it, but a woodpecker, the red-headed ones, like the old woody woodpecker. I have them come in here every once in a while, and they're like, my God, that thing is huge.
They are big. And somebody told me you can't shoot them either.
Probably not.
No, you can't. Them red-headed woodpeckers are huge.
Yeah, they are.
Yet, like, I don't know, a foot, maybe a foot and a half tall, and they are big, big.
I was, you know, because, I mean, you know, granted, I'm talking cartoons, Woody Woodpecker. I just never thought, and I saw one fly through the damn woods and get on the side of the tree, and I seen that big red head, and I was like, son of a bitch, that thing's big. And now I see them every once in a while, probably same little whatever, but, you know.
So what are you doing down south there, TR? Any projects going on? Anything?
No, just working. Been here lately working with my solar power setup. Kind of working on that, trying to get it dialed in, and I did some upgrades and trying to get it figured out, what it can do, what it can't do.
Yeah.
This room right here, this computer and lights and all that's being powered by it right now.
By solar, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, the batteries, you know, the solar charges the batteries, and then you draw off the batteries. So.
Yeah.
Ben, that's horrible.
Oh, we got 2 deers and 2 animals.
It's probably a different type of battery, though, right?
I'm using basically golf cart batteries or 6-volt batteries.
Yep. I saw that. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, they're like a deep cycle battery, but they're basically golf cart batteries. But I got 8 of them strung in series. I'm on 48 volts. Yeah, but it started out as a backup power, and I keep expanding it. Well, I have expanded it, and I'm wanting to use it more to not necessarily get off the grid, but rely less on the grid. You know, if I can power up several rooms with it and cut my power bill down, and
yeah, exactly. That's just the way a wood stove is. You know, you know, some people don't totally heat their house with a wood stove, but they use it to cut their heating bill down. You know.
Yep. Welcome back, John.
Yeah, lost it, man, for a second.
Mountain Man, how we doing, brother?
Yep, he dropped out.
He was here.
Yeah, he was.
Hey, Ben, that's horrible. Did you see what Ben wrote out in the chat? No. He was up in a tree stand, and on this retired guy's property, and the guy thought it'd be funny to light a stick of dynamite. He hears the boom, and every living thing came rushing past him. Time to go home, because they're gone for the day.
Yeah.
Good night, Galen. Thank you. But I hope. Oh, there he comes back. There he is.
But I think solar power is kind of like tattoos. You get one or two, and then you want more and more and more.
Yep. Now, have you had it long enough to figure out if there's what the difference is between that and the regular electric?
My system still ain't really big enough. I mean, I got, several $1,000s invested in it, but it's really not big enough to make a big difference in my power bill. But this latest expansion I did, what it did is it put me in a level that now I can just, because I had to buy some more equipment, and now I can expand that and really see a difference.
Cool.
I mean,
right. I know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, go ahead, yeah.
I was just going to say, what I had before was more of a backup power.
Right.
Power goes out, I can, plug in a TV and DVR or something like that, watch some movies, have a light on or something like that. And I expanded it to where I can do more with it, but it's still limited. But all I got to do is add a few panels, add another battery bank, and I should be, to be honest, if I could add another battery bank and add 3 more panels, I think I could damn near power my whole house.
That'd be awesome.
And maybe not everything. I wouldn't run an oven on it, or I couldn't run my dryer, and a few things like that. But as far as lights, TVs, computers, all that, no problem. It should be able to handle that, no problem.
That's good, man. It's good. I told you on the video.
Definitely pay for itself in time.
Yeah.
Right. Like you said to me about the push cut, baby steps.
Yep, great prep, man.
Yep. My wife caught me prepping.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah. And I was just doing what my grandmother did. I told you guys this before, I think, anyway. My grandmother, God bless her heart, there was only 2 of them, her and my aunt, living at her house. But you go down to her basement, she could have fed half the town. And she had more food down there than, I'm telling you, it was unbelievable. And my dad would say, hey, she lived through the Depression. They didn't want to live through another one. But so I started buying, she buys 3 cans of soup, I'd buy 3 more, 2 more. She buys this, I'd buy 2 more, 3 more. I haven't got the rice bag yet because, but I'm going to. But I've got some, I probably got, I don't know how many gallons of water, right? But I got a few gallons anyway. But, one of those, like a night like tonight, and it's going to go into tomorrow night, with the blizzard. I got everything I need. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, so anyway, she caught me. She's like, where'd you get all this stuff? I said, don't worry about it.
Well, they used to just call it living,
Yeah.
You put back for tomorrow, or even if you grew crops, you would. I know people. A buddy of mine, his buddy that still lives up in Virginia, he'll grow a bunch of green beans, one year, and he'll can them up.
Yep.
And then for the next couple of years, he don't have to worry about green beans, and the next year he grows a lot of tomatoes, and the next year, you know what I mean? And so he just, instead of just trying to grow a little bit of everything, he just grows a bunch of one thing. Well, probably more than one thing, but he'll have his big crop,
right,
that he'll put back for a few years. And you just can it, put it back, and like you say, I mean, prepping ain't necessarily always for shit hit the fan.
right.
It's just for, weather, bad event.
Yeah.
Hell, you get laid off. At least you don't have to worry about eating, You
can feed yourself and your family. And
yeah, because if you spend every dime you got, like most Americans do, and then you get laid off, not only do you have to worry about rent, mortgage, cars, gas, and all that, then you're like, well, my kids are hungry. You know, I mean, then you got to go around begging for food. You know, I mean, you know, that's just why don't put yourself in that situation. At least you can be able to eat. You know.
Exactly. Exactly. Mountain Man, welcome, brother. Good to see you came. We're able to come back.
Yeah, I got some fan noise coming from my computer here. It's about wore out. So if you guys hear something, it sounds like they got a small machine running in the background. That's me. So I'm gonna try to mute myself in between speaking.
All right, bro. Good to have you on. You guys,
And
when I
TR
started
was
this,
talking.
yeah,
What TR was talking about his buddy that would plant one thing, a whole lot of one thing one year, and the next year he'd plant a whole lot of something else, and he'd can that stuff and put it back. Well, I'm going to have to start doing the same thing with this small garden plot that I have. This next year, it's going to be Indian corn. And it's going to be nothing but one small field Indian corn. And then I get to dry that out, parch it, and put it back, grind it up in meal. I have something to eat on. Then next year, it'll probably be green beans.
right.
That's a good way to do it, especially if you got a small garden. You know, take advantage of it. Instead of having like, you know, a couple of jars of green beans, just go ahead and do the whole crop the next year. And you might get a couple of crops a year. You know, you can kind of do the early crop and then the late crop, you know, something else, especially a fall crop. You could do, you know, turnip greens, collard greens, something like that, and just do the whole damn garden, you know.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what hurts about up here. You can't do that in the winter. You can't have that fall crop like that.
Hmm.
I mean, some guys grow some things, yeah, but it ain't like, I know down south there, you know, we still got a foot of snow on the ground and they got potatoes already picking.
Yeah.
You know, it's a big advantage to be down there for that.
I wonder how many. I mean, I wonder how they do it in Alaska. You know what I mean? Because when you're out there, what's their winters? 9 months out of the year?
Yeah, they got a short growing season.
They do it greenhouses, man. They extend their year, man.
Yeah.
I saw that.
They get them greenhouses really early in the spring and then late in the fall, and that extends their season.
Yeah, I saw that on that TV show. And,
But talking about like your green beans and everything, you guys were, I was kind of like a little bit busy. When green beans come into season here, they're picking them like mad. I mean, semi-loads, you know, they're picking them. You can get them dirt cheap. So you might as well get like a couple bushels of them. And that's what I do is I get, you know, a bushel of green beans and, you know, it's work. You sit there and you got to snap them and clean them and do all that stuff. But I still got green beans from 2 years ago that were just now finishing up. And, you know, I got green beans from last year that are put away. The fastest things to go is tomatoes, man.
Yeah.
You wouldn't believe what you can cook with tomatoes. Everything requires tomatoes, right?
Yeah. Always tastes better with tomatoes.
Yeah, yeah. Stews, chilies, all that other stuff, man.
Yeah, that's something I want to this year. I'm going to concentrate on tomatoes more, which I've never had a lot of success with tomatoes, but
Nice to us, yeah.
but
Yeah.
Go ahead.
My wife had a 5x5 friggin' garden out beside the house this past summer, okay? I wound up taking care of it. And I'm like driving myself crazy. And the tomatoes I couldn't deal with.
Well, my problem is I have very limited sunlight. a couple of you guys might have seen the video when I was standing on the roof of my house talking about the solar panels, and I did that. I turned around and panned. You see, it's just I'm surrounded by trees.
Yeah.
So the tomatoes, I just don't get enough sunlight for them. But I mean, when I do get them, they're really good. You know, I just don't really get a good amount. I mean, but I want to be able to grow them, you know, so I keep trying. And just like a 39 was saying, I have a local U-pick farm, and you can go down. I can go down there when tomatoes come in and stuff, or just about anything, and get produce so cheap. I mean, you get a 5-gallon bucket, you go out there and fill it up, and it's like $5 or $7 for a 5-gallon bucket for whatever you can cram in it. You know,
that's the way to go.
Yeah.
And we have those too, but there's like, what do they call them? Honesty jars on a little table there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, and he'll put out like he or she, whoever it is, they'll put out, you know, a little price list, whatever, you know, and usually because it's basically my neighbor, you know what I mean, the people in my own town, you know, I always give them $2, $3, $4 more than what I take, you know. Only, you know what I mean. It's just I just feel, you know, they're helping me out, and I'm helping them out. You know, that's how I look at it.
Yeah, and the tomatoes most of the tomatoes I've canned, I mean, they're like homegrown tomatoes. I mean, it's a nice little farm, you know, and they have everything: crowder peas, collard greens, turnip. I mean, you know, whatever's, you know, cut in season and all that. I got a bunch of crowder peas a couple of years ago and canned those up because I mean it was just cheap.
Yeah.
And good, you know. I mean, it's a lot different than the produce section at my grocery store.
Yeah. And you know, it's not you know, probably hasn't been sprayed with 42 different friggin' pesticides. You know.
And in tomatoes, it may just be the difference of picking them vine ripe, because most of the tomatoes you get in the store are picked green, and by the time they get to the store, they turn red, and they just don't taste that good. You know?
Right.
You can tell a greenhouse tomato versus a growing outside tomato.
Yeah.
There is a difference.
My thing is with canning is like, yeah, you could freeze a bunch of this stuff. You could freeze a whole bunch of stuff, but what happens when your power goes out?
Mm-hmm.
What happens when that blizzard comes through or that storm goes through and your power goes out? You gotta have a way to store food. I mean, meat, you're not gonna dehydrate all your meat. That's ridiculous, you know. But everything else you can try to preserve the best you can, you know.
You kidding me? You dehydrate all of our meat.
Yeah, I dehydrated like 4 pounds of hamburger, and she was like, "What the hell are you doing dehydrating hamburger?" I was like, "Don't worry about it right now. You'll know later." But and then I did like well, they had a sale, you know, you like frozen mixed vegetables. Buy 2 bags, get 3 for free or something. I dehydrated all that stuff, man.
Yeah, mixed vegetables, that's something I did a lot of dehydrating with that, just playing around. I was like, man, nothing else. This would make like a good soup or something. You know, throw a little bouillon cube in it or something.
Yeah.
Or even, you know, if you're doing like a day, let's say you're doing like an overnighter or whatever. You take a pack of ramen noodles, you know, a couple tablespoons of dehydrated hamburger, a couple tablespoons of dehydrated mixed vegetables.
No,
you got a meal there, man.
Mm-hmm.
You really do. I mean.
Yep. It's cool what you can do. You know.
Oh, you guys want to see my pussy?
Sure.
That's loaded.
I might get hurt. Oh, no, yeah, I was gonna get hurt.
Don't tip the table.
Pussy's got nails.
Here, show me your pussy.
Alright.
But you gotta hold her like this.
My wife's determined for me to show you the pussy.
Hang on, let me, where are you? Hang on a second, Daryl.
She's 13 with no teeth.
Yeah. 13 years old, no teeth, and she's on phenobarbital.
Ooh.
And I think she needs her phenobarbital.
Right.
Because normally she's just like this in the corner. But yeah, she's a little bit more active right now.
But anyways, yeah, you know, and I, Daryl, when you said taking this and taking that, I think that's, you know, you don't have to starve while you're out in the woods enjoying yourself. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, I don't have a dehydrator. I don't have a lot of that stuff. I was kind of jealous. As a matter of fact, I was watching one of Massachusetts Prepper's vids, and he was doing jerky. And I was like, oh, you know, to be able to do jerky, whew, you know, that'd be something. I have to go, but yeah, can I
Hey,
but I'll be here.
Mike.
Okay, John.
Mike,
Yeah, I'm here.
send me your contact information.
Send you my contact information. Yeah, I can do that.
And then I got, you know, I got a dehydrator for my wife for my birthday.
Yeah.
And then I got another dehydrator from her parents and everything. And I don't know if it's the best. It might not be the best or whatever, you know. But it's something to start with. So
That's awesome.
send me your information and I'll
But in return, we want some dehydrated something.
yeah, if you get something dehydrated like really good, like some
Deer. We want deer.
Yeah. That's what I'm gonna try to do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
So-
I'm gonna take the recipe that Massachusetts Prepper had on his channel, and I'm gonna make jerky too. So
Woo!
So just
We love jerky.
send us a little package of jerky and yeah, like I said, send me your information and I'll send that to you, man.
awesome, thank you. I just put it in the internal.
No, do it on Facebook so I can. That'd be better. That way I can go back to it and
Right.
I don't have to worry
Or
about it right now.
on your phone, baby.
No, I got them on Facebook and I can just go to the message and you know.
Yeah, I'll do it on Facebook.
I have to write it down right now and but we'll get you dehydrating. You dehydrate. Once you get this dehydrator, you'll dehydrate
That's
everything.
What are you drinking?
What are you drinking? Pepsi.
And
Pepsi.
that's boring.
Yeah, but I don't drink anymore.
Oh, that's good though.
I haven't drank in almost 14 years.
That's awesome, brother. That's awesome.
I had my fun. That's for sure.
We were sitting here talking, and
I shut it down.
I was muted, and we were talking about the dehydrator, and she was like, let's give them the other dehydrator. Let's give them the other dehydrator. And I was thinking the same thing.
It's
so,
no fair if we got two and no. You
yeah,
don't have
it's
one.
like one we don't even use. It might as well go to somebody that needs it, man.
Oh, thanks, brother. Much appreciate that. That's awesome.
So
Awesome.
we'll get it to you, but you have to dehydrate some shit, man.
Here's a recipe on Facebook or something. Yes. You have to send us some type of recipe, or you got a VR.
I can tell you where to go to get a good recipe for it.
I don't do Facebook. I don't know, VR or something.
No, on YouTube. Daryl, if you click on Massachusetts Prepper, and it's unreal. He's got like 6 trays of on his dehydrator, and he cut it nice and thin. His wife was able to get it nice and thin, and he put it all on the sheet.
And you want it to sit overnight in your brine, though.
Yeah.
When you make your brine for your meat, you cut it all nice and thin. You want it to sit overnight in your refrigerator, so it soaks it up overnight. And then
when you I see what you're saying.
And then you throw it on your dehydrator, and some of these dehydrators are better than others, but I'm not saying this is the best one, but it will get you to do what you need to do.
Yeah, Mass Prep was saying he's got 8 trays on his dehydrator.
Yeah.
Well, what do you got, baby? 4?
I got about 4. I got about 4 trays on mine. Some of them, they get them box dehydrators. It looks like a box.
Yep.
Yeah. Them are serious dehydrators. Them are people that are serious about this shit. I just like to dehydrate. Make my beef jerky or dehydrate my vegetables or whatever for my backpacking or whatever. But the one I'm going to send you, I do all that, man. This time, man.
Thanks, man.
That's all it is, just time.
Massachusetts Prep was teasing me. He said, Mike, it tasted good.
I've been thinking about doing that dehydrating thing to try myself, but I don't know. I just don't like loading the oven.
Yeah, I tried it once, Mountain Man. It was kind of cool.
What was that?
I took actually went out and bought the ball canning jars.
Mm-hmm.
They make the ball canning freezer jars, and it's plastic with a rubber lid.
Really?
Yep, and it's for freezing. It's like for freezing soups or liquids or whatever. And I got one of them, and I built a koozie around it with the reflective. You guys know what I'm talking about? The reflective.
Oh my God!
That's not the.
It says the reflective that you put around heating ducts and everything.
Right. Yeah. That's what I'm trying to think of the name of it.
I built a koozie, and it's just the ball little. I made like a little koozie for that, and that's just for rehydrating my stuff. So if I'm gonna do like mac and cheese,
yep,
and a hamburger, I'll put my hamburger in there. I'll pull my boiling water, put it in the koozie, let it sit aside, boil up my water, make my mac and cheese, and then about that time my hamburgers are rehydrated. I dump out the excess water and add in the hamburger, and it's ready to go.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Dehydrated hamburger is awesome. Because you can add it to anything, man. You can add it
Right.
to ramen noodles and make it
So,
badass, man.
yep. Yep.
There's so much stuff that you want to do when you go out camping or whatever. It's like,
Even if it's just a day hike or something. You know, you want to take a 6-hour hike or whatever. You want to eat lunch. You know, that'll do the trick too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I would think with camping and bushcrafting, all that, just being out in the woods stuff. I mean, the dehydrating, man, that is like, I would be all into some dehydrating if I was doing that a lot.
Yeah, Tia, you were when you had to go. I was telling Daryl on one of Massachusetts Preppers videos, he was doing some dehydrating. He was making jerky. So if you want to see that, it's a cool vid.
oh yeah, definitely.
I think it's just cool how you're able to do all that to the food, and it's just as good as it was when you know what I mean. I just think it's awesome.
Well, yeah, hey, you can do anything. I mean, you can do some real filling foods too, like potatoes and all kinds of stuff. That I mean, make some really good meals, and it shrinks it down for one thing for size, and then for weight too. Like I say, as long as you got a little water in the fire, I mean, you're good to go.
Oh, almost on the same subject, but you know what mistake I made when I took my kid to Maine? You know these mountain house meals, boil your water, open the bag, you put it in, you let it sit for 10 minutes, and you're all set.
Yeah.
Dad didn't read the package. Dad, can I try this? Yep. Beef stroganoff, whatever the hell it was. I'm like, absolutely, bud. It was in my bag, I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll cook that for you. Boom, boom, boom. I do everything I'm supposed to do. Here you go, buddy. Not 5 minutes later, he's puking everywhere. And I goes, what's the matter, bud? I goes, one of our little neighbors at the camp gave us out. I goes, was it the fish? I says, because the fish tasted excellent. No, Dad. He says, I don't know. He says, but I'm fine now. I said, yeah, you just ralphed everything that was in your stomach. I says, come on, I'll cook you something else. I read the package on that mountain house shit. Loaded with sodium. Loaded with calories. It's only meant for people that are hiking and all that stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not meant for, I didn't see it on the label. I felt so guilty. Oh, my word.
He probably scarfed down like the whole bag or something, too.
Oh, yeah. He took the whole thing. Boom, boom, boom. And he can't burn a calorie to save his life to begin with anyways. But, sodium? Woo!
And if you didn't let it soak long enough, it probably kept swelling up in his belly.
No,
Okay.
It said let it sit for 9 to 10 minutes.
Okay.
So just because I'm an idiot when I cook, sometimes I let it sit for like 11. And it was cooked all through. It was hot from the top to the bottom and in the center. But wow, he got sick as a dog off of it. So I'm like, oh boy.
But the thing is, when you start dehydrating your own meals and then you're packing them, you got to have a way to rehydrate them. And cozies that the people make for the little containers, that becomes the key thing, because you can get your cozy ready, your container, put your hamburgers, your vegetables, whatever in there, pour your boiling hot water in there, shut it up, lock it up, set it aside, and then you're ready cooking the rest of your meal.
Right.
And then by the time you're done cooking your meal, your other stuff's rehydrated, and you can drain the water off and add it to it and everything.
Yeah. And my food's not ever loaded with sodium, so I don't have to worry about anything like that.
Yeah, if you had the ability to dehydrate, I know even, as far as a prepper, I have a lot of people ask me questions and stuff, and they're asking about meals like the mountain house and MREs and all that. And I'm like, it's good to have some of them, in my opinion. It's good to have them if you're, say shit did hit the fan and you're doing a patrol or you have to really bug out, which it's going to have to be bad before I bug out. But I'm like, yeah, you can put some in a pack. But I said, but if you're relying on that to eat every day, I wouldn't invest the money in because they cost too damn much money for one thing. And just, like I said, if you can dehydrate, okay, yeah, make your own dehydrated packs and stuff like that. Because if you try to pack your house with a year's worth of food, buying Mountain House and MREs,
that's
plus go ahead.
You and all the hamburger helpers, you can dehydrate them into a meal.
Mm-hmm.
But the key to the thing is when you got to cook that hamburger and you got to rinse that grease off of it.
Yep.
Before you put it back in, and then add your water and everything, and you make your hamburger helper, and you lay it down on your tray, and then you dehydrate that thing down to it, looking dry and crispy and crumbly and everything, and then you pack it away. There's a hamburger helper meal right there.
Yep.
And that's what the cost of the hamburger and the cost of the hamburger helper meal, even if it's a generic one,
Yep. It's gonna get.
You throw about, you throw it in a pot. You put about a half inch to an inch of water more on top of it. Let it come to a boil. Wrap it up in a towel or put it in a cozy and let it set for like 15 minutes, and you're eating.
Yeah, like I said, I've always wanted to do that, and yeah, you're right, Mass Prepper. I'm assuming that you make your own, and it's much better for you, and it costs a lot less. I totally agree.
2 words: possum jerky.
Yeah, and the internal. Do you guys read the internal?
Yeah, I seen that.
Somebody told me it was greasy though, Mountain Man.
The way that everybody says to do it around here, the old timers, was you had to trap them and then keep them for a few weeks and feed them, lettuce and carrots and stuff like that, kind of clean them out. And I never tried it. They still may be greasy after that. It's just that we know they're scavengers.
Right.
You want to kind of, at least mentally, you cleaned them out.
Right.
The bad thing about possums is they smell. They have a tendency to put off a smell of whatever they've eaten over the past few weeks. I caught one, and I knew that damn thing had been in a pecan tree. It had been eating pecans and walnuts that it raided from a nearby orchard.
I'm dying to taste what this woodchuck tastes like. We got a woodchuck in my backyard. Some bitch is huge. And every time I say I want to take it out, the kids get mad at me. No.
If you can eat possum and raccoon, you probably eat about anything. Well, I always say if it moves, you can eat it.
I haven't tried raccoon yet, and I still haven't been able to shoot my squirrels either.
I know squirrels are good.
My niece wants to do a squirrel stew.
Uh-huh.
And I got millions of them here in my yard. And first day season open, I stopped at my brother's house on my way home from work. I got his kid's pellet gun. I pull in the driveway. I waited and waited, nothing. The next day was Saturday. I woke up nice and early, right? If I got smart, so now I don't have to go outside, so I'm just going to hang out here. I'll open my kid's bedroom window. I sat there, because they're all in these 2 trees in the backyard, you know. I'm only, 40 feet away from them, not even. And I'm waiting, nothing. I haven't seen a goddamn squirrel since. Not a one.
Yeah, squirrel is good. I mean, I hadn't ate it in years, but when I was a teenager, I used to squirrel hunt all the time, and I'd bring them home. I'd clean them, you know, skin them and all that stuff, and then my grandma would cook them for me. I never tried a stew or like what I think would be really good for squirrel. I don't know if y'all eat it up there, but instead of chicken and dumplings, do squirrel and dumplings. I think that would be awesome because you slow boil it or simmer it and all that didn't make it really tender and everything.
Yeah, I had it when I was
real good stuff.
What was that, Mountain Man?
So squirrel and dumplings are some real good stuff. I remember down in Beach Grove, Arkansas, man, some boys went squirrel hunting, and I heard someone mention raccoon, you know, eating coon. And, hell, we accidentally killed a coon that day squirrel hunting and put it on the stove, on the wood stove, to simmer in an old pot for dog food. We went out coon hunting that night, just running the dog, and a little bit later on, about 4 or 5 hours later, we come back, and we was all just half starved to death. While 2 of us, me and Tim, was over there at the stove eating on the coon, and the other 2 were standing over there slack-jawed watching us, saying, "Is that any good?" And I said, "Oh, we just kept eating." It was good.
Yeah, I heard it was good.
Rabbit and bullfrog.
I seen a video of Jay Noel was cleaning one and showing how he prepared his and stuff. And the main thing he said was just make sure and get all, you know, every bit of the fat you could off of it. The fat would make it kind of taste bad, but as long as you could get all the fat off of it, you know, it was good eating.
This one, it was summertime, and that coon was pretty well lean.
Of course, if you're hungry, hell, anything tastes good. No, but I heard coon was good.
It is. It's good whenever it's lean. But like that old boy said, it's whenever they got that fat on there, you want to peel that off.
Yeah, I haven't eaten squirrel since I was a kid. One day, we were probably 15, 16, and my cousin and I, my grandfather, we could take the 22 out and just go target shooting. He's like, "Yeah, go ahead." About an hour and a half later, what have you. My grandfather and my uncle showed up, and we had, you know, we're taking pot shots of squirrels and fucking chipmunks and everything else. And we were ignorant teenagers. What the hell do we know, you know? And so we get caught, and he says, "Okay." He says, "See those? They go 3 of them." He says, "See them 3 dead squirrels over there? Yeah, go get them." I'm like, "All right." So we go get them. Follow us. And my grandfather rolls over the friggin' stump, you know, and gets his knife, and he says, "Okay, boys, I have a rule, and you just learned it the hard way. You kill it, you eat it." I looked at my cousin, he looked at me, and I went,
You clean it.
"Yep." He made us clean it, and we cooked it, and we ate it. And it wasn't bad at all, to be honest with you.
It pretty much tastes like chicken.
Yeah. You know?
Hey guys,
I live by that law till today, you know, and you know, my kid was it not this last summer. My kid was down the pond up north where we go, and him and my nephew, and they killed 2 giant bullfrogs. I said, "What did you do with them?" I said, "Did you at least use them for bait or something?" He goes, "No, Dad, we ate them."
Really?
I go, "Who cleaned them for you?" He said, "We did." I go, "You did?" I said, "Have you ever cleaned a bullfrog in your life?" He goes, "No." I says, "Well, how did you do it?" He says, "Like a fish." And I just went, I says, "Head too?" He says, "Oh, no, we chopped the head off." I said, "Okay." But you know what? I didn't even know if that's the proper way to clean it. Don't really care. But at least he knew that whatever he killed, he had to eat. So,
Yeah.
you know,
I don't know if there's anything on the body you can eat, but I know I've ate frog legs.
Yeah.
they got
You threw the tongue and the eyes away?
What's that, Mountain Man?
You threw away the tongue and the eyes? Hell, that's meat too.
Yeah, they chopped the heads off.
They probably figured out what was edible and what was not edible real quick. So, hey guys, I'm gonna get off here. I'm gonna shoot some deer on the TV with my wife and finish drinking some beer. So, but it's been awesome chatting with you. And TR, you're awesome. Mountain Man, nice seeing you. Everybody, you guys take care and send me your information, Mike.
I will do that, Daryl. Thank you, and thank you for stopping by. Appreciate it coming on.
Okay. You guys take care.
Later, man.
God bless.
Later on, buddy, man. Someone out there in the external chat said, "I just killed a mouse and I ain't eating it."
Right?
They are exceptions. I've killed a lot of predators going after my chickens, and I ain't eating a fox.
Right?
Not unless I'm starving.
Yeah, hey, blah blah. Dish killed a mouse one day too, right? Right to yeah.
With a knife, just threw it.
Yeah, Dish killed one throwing a knife.
Yep, threw a knife at it. Whop! Yeah, mice and rats, you can have them. I ain't eating them. But I figured, like I said, the woodchuck there, all I ever see them eating is the grass and the greens out in the yard, you know. And so I figure if they're a leaf eater, they can't taste that all that bad. You know.
I say if it moves, technically you can eat it, as far as I know.
They're not dumpster divers, so you know.
Well, you do know that a squirrel is a rodent, don't you? In the same family with rat and mice. They're just a rat and I don't know, for lack of a better term, prettier package.
Yeah. When we were kids, we had a safe trap. I'd catch everything, you know. And one night, holy shit, one night we, because I used to use cat food, you know, it stunk nice, you know. And one night we caught the neighbor's cat. I go out the next morning, I'm like, shit. I'm like, she's been calling for this freaking thing all night long, and here I am. I caught the thing in the goddamn trap. As well, I ain't gonna tell her, so I just opened the door. Here, get out of here. Hurry up. Get out. Get out. You know, but
I've caught my cat, my own cat, 3 times in my live trap. I was like, you would think you would learn after a time or two.
Oh, that's funny.
I just get like a can of sardines and open it and throw it in there, you know, because about any animal, you just got the scent and everything.
Oh, yeah.
That son of a bitch, there he is again. This in the summertime because he likes to stay out all night, you know, in the summertime.
Yep.
Damn it.
Good night, Massachusetts Prepper. Thanks for stopping in, brother. Enjoy the snow. Yeah, we're getting pelted. Cat food and fish oil is what my dad used to use to catch raccoons and whatever else he caught. That's cool, Gail.
Did John's internet kick him out, or
yeah? He said he was going to hang out in the he was
Okay.
going to hang out in the chat. Yep. But it was good. It was good that he.
Oh yeah, I think that's the first time I've ever talked to him face to face, or
Oh, really?
you know, YouTube face to face. I guess.
Yep. Yeah, that was only my second time being on the same chat with him. It was funny, Tia, when I started this chat earlier tonight. Holy cow. I was just sitting there doing nothing, you know, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to have a chat, see what happens. Just don't even care, you know. And so I sent out invites, and I don't think they were working too well because I sent a couple out, and I didn't get nothing. And then even like G Mangos was in here a little while back, and he sent out a couple for me.
Yeah, that's where I got the one, my link.
Okay. But anyway, I was by myself a little while. Oh yeah, it was scary. It was scary. You know, but it turned out to be nice. I liked it. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
You know, it's good just to, you know. But I'm looking forward to. Oh, you weren't here. You were on that call. We're just sitting there shooting the shit about the dehydrated food, and Daryl's like, Mike, give me your stuff. He says, I have a dehydrator, and then I got one for a Christmas present. I'll send in the one I got.
Okay, cool.
Isn't that cool?
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was nice. You know.
Yeah, I won't say it's a bad habit, but I got a habit of doing that. Somebody be talking about, I got one of those. You, hell, send me your address. I'll send it to you, you know.
Yeah. 6, you never got it? I must have sent you like 3 of them, brother. I must have sent you guys 3 of them each. See, I don't understand what the hell happened there, but
I don't know. I've never done my own chat, so I can't say. I'm about to get off here because hell, I had work today.
Yeah, we're gonna jump off.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I ain't gonna send them a link. Yeah.
I'm just gonna go to 1. Can you hang out 10 minutes?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So just so you guys out in the chat know, I'm gonna kill it off at 1. It is a work night for those who don't live on the New England East Coast that are getting pelted with snow. Because we all have the day off tomorrow.
I heard the grocery stores are really getting raided around your area.
There's no more milk on the shelf, nothing. It's terrible.
I didn't know they did that up north. I know they do that down here. I didn't know they do it up there too.
Well, you would think that, you know, living in New England all your life or whatever, like me, you know, you hear on Saturday you might get a good storm. And if you don't have what you need, go out and get it then. You know, so, but like, say, my tire on my car is a little low, and I broke the, my wife went out and she bought this charging unit. You know, I can charge my cell phones and things like that. Jumpstart my car. Anyways, I broke the air compressor on it. So I had to go out to a gas station and get some air. So the first one I went to was not even half a mile from my house. And the line going into the gas station, there's like, let me see, 1, 2, 3. There's 4 different islands of pumps. Okay? They're all 6 deep. They're out on the main road waiting to get in.
Damn.
And I'm like, all I want to do is get air. I had to go 6 miles to get frickin' air, for Christ's sake.
Damn.
Then I paid $1 for it.
Yeah, I remember the good old days when it was free.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A goddamn $1 to pay for something I breathe.
and they just barely put out about 30, 40 psi. I mean, forever, you know.
Yep. Sons of guns, and I'm like, you got to be kidding me. It's my fault for not, for breaking the stupid compressor thing she bought me. So, Oh, Knuckle, I sent you one, man.
Yeah,
a long time ago, my brother.
His links didn't work right. I didn't even get my link from Mike. G sent it to me when he was on here, I guess.
The only two people that got links from me that worked was Mountain Man and Daryl. Was John's from me or man or G? I forget. But good night, Marta. Thanks for stopping in, brother. Appreciate it. But yeah, so $1. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's like that down here too.
Yeah.
It used to, I mean, and it didn't seem like it was that long ago, but I guess it was. But at the worst, you'd have to go to the person at the counter and ask them for an air gauge, and they'd let you borrow the air gauge. And they just had a compressor at the gas station. You just pump your tires up, check the air,
Yep, like back in the good old days when you were a kid, you drive up to the gas station. Guys working in the bay. Do you have air? Yeah, come here, kid. You take care of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Right. Even the gas stations that didn't have garages, they had air just there. I mean, it was just they had a compressor, and if you needed air, just get some. It's there. Yep. And then somebody got the bright idea, hey, we could charge for air.
Right. Yep. And now it's just getting silly.
Yeah.
They got to pay for everything. I mean, I can see if it was a 24-hour air compressor where somebody's going to use it when you're closed.
Mm-hmm.
But people that come in for air, everybody's $1. You're telling me that compressor is going to use that much electricity? Come on. I'm like, really?
That is kind of interesting. I didn't know. I had no idea that it was like that up north where people wait to the last minute to get gas and bread and milk. I really don't understand the bread and milk. Maybe if I had kids, I would. I know if they talk about a big storm, well, they don't happen often down here, to be honest with you. But I mean, all they had to do is mention snow around here. Mention it. It might snow. Boom, ain't no bread and milk on the damn shelves.
Yep.
All I do is. It's not that I can't get out because I got 2 4-wheel drive trucks. But it's like, I mean, if I don't have to get out, I'm not going to, just in case. Because down here with our, I don't know, our humidity or whatever, if it snows within minutes, if not hours, or especially overnight, it ices over. And we don't have the capability to, salt the roads and scrape them and all that. I mean, we just don't get snow that much, so we're not equipped for it. So what I do is make sure I got plenty of beer.
Stock up on the beer and the smokes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. My mother called me earlier, and she says, do you have everything you need? I went, oh, yeah, Ma. I go, I got my Vicodin, I got my muscle relaxers, and I got my cigarettes. I'm good. That's not what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I got food covered. I just, I don't have to have it, but if I'm going to shop for anything on the way home or go out, let me go get a case of beer just in case I don't want to get out tomorrow.
Yep.
Because down here, now don't get me wrong. Well, sometimes we have had some snows and it stayed around a couple weeks. And the roads were rough because, like I said, we're not equipped to deal with it. because it may only happen every 5 years. So it don't make sense to equip for it. It's actually more cost effective just to shut every fucking thing down for a few days, you know.
Right.
I mean, we have scraper trucks and all that, but they're so limited. I mean, they just hit the main roads, you know.
Yeah.
All your side roads are screwed up.
Yeah, you'd be amazed. I laughed at people that last minute, and I'm like, like I said, people have been here all your life. You know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, and you're right. There's never any milk. There's never any bread. Me myself, I just load up on all the starches. You know, I got more potatoes. I got more friggin' pasta and everything else you can think of.
Yeah.
You know, just for filler. You know what I mean? But I went down about 2 gallons of milk the other day, and that's good for me. As long as the kids have it for the cereal in the morning, I can get 2 shits less. You know. But all right, we're gonna T. I'm gonna get out of here.
Okay, man.
Hey, you guys in the chat room, thanks an absolute million, Mountain Man. I know you're still here, so but we're gonna get out of here.
Yeah.
You guys out in the chat room, Knuckle Mac, you've been around you've been around for a couple hours now that I've had it, so thank you very much. Gia, all you guys and girls, thanks a million for stopping in, much appreciated. Have a good night. Stay safe.
Thanks for stopping by.
What was that, Tia?
I was glad to be here. I was glad to be in a chat where we could actually, you know, talk about something useful.
That's right. So I tried. Yep, I just tried to do
the other
it, you know?
crowd that I usually hang around now. Those guys are bad influences.
All right. Good night, guys. Thanks. Appreciate it a lot. Like
Later,
I said,
everybody.
enjoy your
I'm
night.
glad to be here. Thanks for inviting me, Mike.
Oh, anytime, Mountain Man. Anytime.
Well, I'm gonna jump on